Hey! Okay, cool. Welcome back to Free League's Alien RPG. Happy New Year and all that, everybody.
But we still have to say Happy New Year. Scottish.
Yeah, because this is the first Alien game after the break, right?
Happy New Year!
Say
it. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we'll do a super quick recap. Jump in if you think of any bits I missed. So the newly employed crew, who are on a prototype colony starship, heading for a world to start colonization. They awake early from their cryosleep, and it quickly becomes apparent that something's amiss. They're not where they were planning to go. They've woken up early. The ship isn't at the colony planet. It's still flying in space. There's no sign of the captain, the rest of the crew. The ship's computer is deactivated. Everything's powered down. It's like a ghost ship. Professor Harman Kardon calls the bridge and finds no answer. Crew reactivate Mother, the ship, and ask some questions. They discover that the Attis was diverted, stopped unplanned on a planet where they picked up a contagion that is still on board. And before they can find out any more information, one of the crew, Officer Black, keels over with an alien creature bursting out of his chest. He drops stone dead. Little Cassie, who's 12 years old, takes off into the ventilation shaft, looking after herself. She does right. Professor tells her to head to the workshop so they can all meet up together. And then Jorg, one of the two Marines, blasts the critter into oblivion before it can do a runner. And then the crew take Officer Black's key card, leave his corpse in the middle of the canteen, whatever, in the mess hall, and slowly make their way towards the professor's workshop. They stop off at the doctor's medical lab, and there they find the body of Captain Irons. The med lab is covered in blood. Captain Irons has a gaping shotgun wound in his chest, and the weapon's still clutched into his fingers. There's a suicide note next to him. It's covered in blood and they can't read it. Out of his chest there's a thin trail of blood that leads up to the ventilation shaft. And then the crew bump into, well, somebody comes to find you, right?
Yeah.
Unless you can think of anything else you want to put into there.
Are we on the wrong map? Or am I?
Maybe. Let me see if you pay attention. Put you onto this map.
Oh.
That was deck. It was just deck B. It was that one down below this one. Right. So here we are. Everyone is in the med lab. Mostly everyone is in the med lab. And this lady, Emily, comes running up from the stern end of the ship, you guess. I mean, she ran past this workshop here where Cassie could see the lights come on and hear somebody run past. And then this lady came and found you guys and was like, "Oh, I'm Emily. I'm so glad I found you." That's where we are.
You were all heading towards the workshop, weren't you? Because I'd arranged with the professor to meet him there.
Yeah.
Trying to remember what was in each room now.
A couple of things that you found was that Dr. Falcon went to his room to find some clean pants and found that his control panel to get into his room was smashed. Tried to force his way into it but couldn't get into it. You didn't really nosy around there too much. You just came back distraught with no fresh pants. Cassie, whilst making her way through the vents, passed through this washroom where there was like a trail of blood and the showers were still on. There was steam everywhere, hot water, but you kept on going. You also passed the hydroponics room, hydroponics 1, where you saw everything in there had been like shredded up, all the organic matter had been like eaten or ruined or whatever. So Emily comes to find you all.
I mean, do we know
Do
who
we?
this person is? Oh,
So you've seen her because she's one of the crew that was getting on the ship when you guys all got on it at the beginning. You probably haven't spent loads of time with her or spoken to her, or but, you know, she's not a complete stranger. You've seen her about. You know that she's part of the crew.
Hmm.
well, I'll just be looking around York's sort of like combat armor at them,
Keep it round.
having a panic attack.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done. Ah.
Okay. Okay. And Dr. Falcon and Mitch, I guess you've heard someone approach, but before you can go and see who that is, you hear a thud behind you. You turn around and Hicks is splattered out on the floor. He looks like he's had some kind of seizure. This is not purely just because Elric can't make tonight's session. That's all involved in the story.
It-
You know, he's not like injured. You hear the clatter of his gun and his newly acquired shotgun also up to the floor. He's next to the bed where Captain Iron's body is.
I'll look round at hearing this as well and say, Dr. Punch, you haven't been giving that poor man any of your remedies, have you?
If I did, he would still be alive.
You mean he's
He's
dead?
not dead. Please do your job. And wait, I
Quick
can't move my
diagnosis.
token. I think. Can
Sorry,
I?
hang on.
I can't move my token
Well,
because I would step out of your way so you could help Higgs, but
I have some medicine with me.
Like that?
Let me check this.
Oh,
Let me check for his health. Do I have to move through?
Going the
Yeah,
wrong
he's
way.
just
He's
down there.
behind you. He's over. The
the
allegedly
guy on the
dead
floor,
person
Doctor.
is over there.
The horizontal guy.
Ah, well, sorry, I'm kind of lost.
That's okay.
Lost
So
in
you
his
have a
own
look
med
at
lab.
him.
Yeah,
Last in his own museum.
Yeah.
still
Okay,
not
so
clear.
Hicks is down on the ground. You have a look
Yeah.
at him. He's not dead. He is
He's in
unconscious.
his
He
armor.
looks
Does he
like-
wear armor in his combat suit, or?
pretty sure. Yeah, he has the same armor that Jorg has, like personnel.
Yeah, we both
Armor, I
got the same
think.
armor.
Yeah. Yeah, he does have armor. He can loot his armor while he's unconscious.
No,
Taking
but I
this.
have to rip off so I can make him breathe. You know.
Mhm. I will try to assist you
Mouth
actually.
to mouth.
Can I?
Okay.
What do I do?
Well, first of all, make space. Let me
I-
see what's
I
going on.
can't move my token. I can't make space.
Can you not move her still? God's sake, Mitch. Right, hang on a
I'm
second.
sorry. I'm stunned.
Right, hang on. Oh yeah, you're shocked. I'm gonna delete you.
No.
Put her back on then.
Okay.
See if that helps.
I
My God,
despawned.
Mitch is
It's not
vanished.
helping my panic attacks.
Is that better?
Yes.
There we go.
Also,
It's
I'm
fine.
very small now, but that's fine.
I think everyone else is really big.
Is that what it is?
Is what happens. Only the Marines that are massive. There you go. And this
Fair
one
enough.
is quite small. So you have a look at Hicks. It just looks like you, even as a doctor, you can't quite figure out what it is. But you can, if you want to, You know, like I'd say do a healing roll, but you're not going to know what it is by doing a healing roll, even if you rolled like
A
spectacular
healing
roll.
roll? I have medical aid, or
Well, I'm saying don't do that, because even if you rolled
okay.
spectacular, you wouldn't know what was wrong with him. What I'm saying
Right.
is, give me an observation roll, and Mitch, if you're helping, you can also do an observation roll if you want to.
I am
What are you
helping.
doing with him? Are you moving him, or are you just like leaving him on the floor next to the corpse on the bed?
But he's not injured from the outside, right? He's just
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't seem to have. Well, give me an observation roll, and then you'll know.
all right.
I am helping as good as I can. I don't think I have with observation, but maybe.
Okay,
Oh my
do
God, Mitch
observation then.
panics.
I am. It's going great.
Okay, Dr. Punch also gets. So
What the hell
Mitch,
is wrong with him? Yeah.
Mitch,
Trying
you
to
panic,
figure out.
but
Stay calm.
you're gonna be fine unless you've got a ton of stress.
I only
So
have
you
one stress.
just yeah, so you're just gonna keep your shit together. You know, it's a bit of a worry because you've just seen, you know, it's right next to the guy whose chest is blown out from suicide.
I'm going to slap Mitch.
Technically, I do
Oh.
roll 1d6 plus my stress, or like what would I technically
Yeah,
roll?
you can
for
roll it
stress?
if you want. On your character sheet where it says stress level,
Mhm.
you see that, and if you hit
Oh, you have
the
2 stress.
you can, yeah, it goes up if you
Ooh.
when you panic you get a
Oh.
point of stress, but
Oh.
it's not going to do anything until you start getting lots of stress.
All right.
Um,
So you're
but
not stressed, right?
Mitch,
We're all staying calm. Stay calm.
yeah.
I
So
have
Mitch
everything under
and
control.
Dr. Punch, as you like are having a look at him or setting him up or whatever you do, you both notice, because he has quite a lot of tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice a tattoo on him that's kind of in the middle of his shoulders, just at the top of his neck, which is a 1X. You haven't, I don't know how well you know him. That's just something you pick up with. I guess you check him to see he's not cut or anything.
So we
feel
just
like
notice
it's-
it to do.
Yeah.
If that's the reaction of seeing blood, then being a soldier is not the right profession for Hicks.
True, but this is still kind of shocking. So maybe.
Stay calm.
Yeah, no, not me. I didn't collapse. Just barely. Like I wasn't even close.
So, I still have some experimental X drug with me. If his neck says X, 1X, that means he needs one of my X drugs, right?
You're just gonna feed him random stuff because he's not here.
I'm trying to save his life.
Yeah, sounds
I
fair.
mean, he's not dying. He's just unconscious.
Okay.
Okay,
If-
okay.
I mean,
that's-
you can certainly ply him with experimental drugs if you want while he's unconscious, but you know,
I
what do
feel
you want
like
to do? Do you want to carry him round with you? I mean, there are 2 med pods right next to you there, and you know, so the med pods are like,
right. Mitch.
sealed,
Go and check the
like
med pods.
sealed medical things. If you wanted to go in there,
But be
I
careful.
okay, yeah,
Can I look
carefully
around if I
approach.
find something useful in the shelves or
well,
something?
you've searched that
Some-
room last session, so there's nothing else more
Me, me,
useful
me,
than
me,
you've
me,
already
me, me,
found.
me.
I wrote you the stuff I gave to you.
Ah, yeah.
Um,
Some more drugs, right?
Oh.
I think so, but also a
Okay.
med kit, I think. I will go and check on the med pods, but I probably would rather not leave him here, actually. Rather carry
Yeah,
No,
his
fair
dead
enough.
body.
Okay. Okay, so you go into that room where the med pods are.
Check what I have.
And then meanwhile, what is Jorg saying to this lady? He says to you, "Oh my God, I've been stuck in the stern. I haven't been able to get out. I think the captain locked everything down, and I haven't seen him. Is he in there?" She's like, "Oh, is he in there?" She goes to look round the corner past you.
I will gently maneuver her out the way of the door. So go.
Pick her up. No.
Yeah.
No.
The captain is deceased,
Can I
and
just
whatever is going on here is from our stop, I would suggest. If you know anything about that.
How do we know she hasn't got one of them in her? York, how do we know she hasn't got one of them in her?
We
She's
don't.
like, what, Professor? What are you saying?
Hello. The the captain is indisposed right now. Emily, isn't it?
Emily, she says, by the way, Professor, I love your work. And she leans right around Jorg to shake your hand. I've read your papers.
Well,
Fabulous
that's
work.
very flattering. Yes. Can I ask you, for no reason, have you recently had some uncomfortable chest pains?
He says, no, I haven't. I'm at the peak of fitness.
Did you
Well,
go on a ground
good.
expedition recently
She go
within
on
the
an
last?
expedition. She tells you that she was. Oh yeah, she tells you that she was part of that. Like when the ship got diverted, they stopped on a planet, and she says there's a company agent called Giles, and you know who
Giles?
Giles is. Yeah, he's like the company man on the ship. You know, he's that kind of like, you know, the type of guy like Burke. He's like, oh, I'm everyone's mate, but you all know he works for the company. Do you know what I mean? And she said that on the planet, he claimed that he'd found some eggs and froze them and brought them on the ship.
Well, that seems fine. Yes. I don't suppose you've seen anyone else of the crew since you came out of cryo sleep?
She says that no, she hasn't seen anyone else except for you guys and the few crew that, you know, stopped. Like, so she tells you the captain and Giles and a couple of other crew members, and she reels off their names, but I can't quite remember them at the moment. She tells you like they all went off the ship onto this planet to investigate the distress signal, and then they came back on, but Giles brought this whatever this thing was on these two eggs.
Yes.
And froze it.
He's frozen them.
He froze them. He put them in like the freezer.
Where now? Would I know where that storage facility was?
Well, so you know that your workshop is here on this half of the ship.
Yes.
There's the other science lab and other med lab on the other half. So the ship, I'll just show you for a second. If I can get the right map. This ship, zoom out times 1,000,000 so you can see it all. So you're all on this side of the ship.
Yes.
She came from this side of the ship, and on this side of the ship there is like another med lab, another science lab. There's a workshop. In the very far end of the ship is where all the frozen like colonists and everything are for starting a new colony. You also know that in the middle of the ship, if for some terrible reason things came to the worst, which obviously won't happen, this middle of the ship is rigged with explosives, and it's possible to separate the two ends of the ship and fly them separately. That's why there's a bridge on both of the ends of the ship. What else did you ask me? So she says that the Giles took the eggs to this side of the ship, to this science lab, not professors on the side where you are, but the other side.
I get you. So that's where the eggs are. They're in the aft laboratory. I say making notes. I'm going to role play making notes. Aft laboratory.
Okay.
Where colonists are.
All the colonists. She also tells you that when you reactivate the computers, Mother, and started off Mother, it starts to automatically send out a distress signal.
Good.
Not this ship again. I don't know why I keep putting you on that. That is this ship, yeah, this map, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in the right place. It's all green.
Yeah, it's all green. When you kicked up the power and started up Mother and spoke to Mother, she automatically sends a distress signal to the nearest ship, and she says that Emily says that the problem is with this, that the closest ship is a Weyland-Yutani ship, and they are going to want to get here, and again, you know, whether it was Giles that initially warned them or whatever, that they'll be coming here to capture any of these frozen eggs because, you know, they love to make money and whatever.
Oh, great. Corporate espionage, and just to add into the mix. Well, that's very reassuring. You've been really helpful. I'm now having a complete meltdown in the corridor.
She says, like, if we can get to the bridge and deactivate the distress signal, we can lose them. We can disable the signal.
Do you mean the bridge at the front or at the back? The aft or the anti-aft? Whatever the front of the ship's called.
Either. If you get to a
Either
bridge,
bridge.
you can do it from either.
Well, that's brilliant. But we just have to go and get Cassie. Also, I'm out of just sheer ethics. I have to tell you, there's a number of xenomorphs on board, and they're rather dangerous. So you might want to do something about that.
She looks at Jorg. Is he talking to me or you?
Whoever's listening at this point, I think.
I was talking to you.
I don't know what I can do. She's like this little tiny, slim, slight woman.
Well, you might want to arm yourself and maybe hide or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I can hide. That's great. I'll do that. She also tells you that she thinks that Giles, whatever one of the eggs or whatever, let a critter out near the colonists' fire room, the big frozen room, and she's worried that, you know, now you've said like the xenomorphs, you know, she doesn't know all the ins and outs of them, but she's seen something skittering around near the colonists.
Well, that's super. So these xenomorphs are having a right old snack fest on the colonists.
Maybe.
They're not just there, they're multiplying, but I'm not there.
You're only in there. Oh yeah, you're going to look at the med pods. Okay, give us a second. What's Cassie doing apart from hiding away in the ventilation shaft?
Waiting and wondering if they're all dead because it's taken them ages.
Yeah.
She'll try not to cry, but she'll eat some more snacks through her tears.
Okay. Oh, she's comfort eating.
Yeah.
In the vent somewhere, we just hear crinkling of packets.
Yeah, echoing out. Okay, so Mitch, near the med pods, you're gonna head into that room where you see it's like two little, like sort of rooms with like these hospital beds, and they've got like the cover. Like if you were injured, you could go in there and I don't know. It's like you could just get healed up. You know, you put the computers on. I don't know how it all works, but it's a thing where if you're really injured, someone just lies you in there, shuts it, and then all the whatever magic, sci-fi, healy up stuff just works its magic on you. And you
Whoa,
healy up.
whoa,
and you
you
healy up, yeah.
technical technobabble.
It would
There we go.
Be
it
careful
would be
in there.
very funny to just leave Hicks here, and when he wakes up, he just has no clue where we went.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's.
Is it safe?
So you know that
Yeah, is
well.
it safe? Is it like I would like to approach carefully and like,
Okay.
is there any sign of danger or I don't know, any cracks where there shouldn't be broken down doors?
No, there's no cracks. So you go up to this door, right? And you look in, and it's like a little room, so you can look through. Again, there'll be one of them little glass windows, and you can see the med pod in there. The glass cover is shut, and there is like blood splattered all over the inside of it.
That sounds promising.
Yeah,
I'm
let's.
glad I'm not there.
I don't step too close
Is
to
there
that.
is there something suspicious in there? Do you think it's
Everything's
safe?
No, I mean I don't know. And I step back. Why not leaving like that thing out of my sight? Let's not leave Hicks here. Let's take him with us. And I
Good.
crouch down to try to pick him up.
So I would like to make use of my many years of medical expertise
Okay.
and training and
Okay. Aromatherapy treatment.
and
Yeah.
research and from all these valuable information I gathered, I would like to try a treatment by taking one of my waters and splashing it into the face of Hicks.
You can do that.
2 bloody
Um,
doctorates for that.
Okay.
Is
So
that of help?
you do that, and there'll be a sink in here with some water. You don't have to use your own supplies of water. You get a cup of water. It's one of them stupid little tiny disposable paper cups, but you have to wait ages for it to fill up. And you throw it in his
Up.
face, and nothing happens. He
Slap
doesn't
him.
even blink. He doesn't. You slap him, he doesn't blink.
Okay. When I open his eyelids, what do I see? Are they like little skulls with crossed bones, or
No, and you get your doctor's torch thing and shine it into his eyes
yes,
and that.
yes.
And I'm going to pick a 50-50 because I don't know anything about medical things.
Okay.
He
He's not
is
reacting.
non-responsive, so his
Okay.
irises don't dilate, shrink and
So-
dilate with the light.
Well,
Fix
give me
dilate.
a hand, Mitch. Let's drag him to the med pod. I can't do my treatment here.
Okay,
Okay,
you're the doctor, but
Isn't there
okay.
two? Could you not check the
there's
other
two
one?
med pods. Yeah, there's two of these rooms.
Let me
Yeah.
check the other one first.
Can't help but butt
Okay.
in.
Okay, while
Yeah.
she's going, I'm
I
starting to
think
drag
it's,
him towards the
Okay,
med
you
pod.
drag him.
Okay. It's taking me some effort.
Okay, I mean, he's a big guy. He's a marine. Do you know what I mean?
And I'm
And you're
just
dragging
trying
him. Takes you a
to
while
press doctor,
to get
doctor.
him there. Okay, Mitch, you look through this door, window glass thing. You look through and you can see this also has blood splattered up the inside of the med pod. You don't see anyone inside it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see anything except this blood. It doesn't
There's
look like
something on
there's
the roof.
corpse in there or anything. Of the
Mm.
room, no.
Okay.
No, you have a good look through as much as you can. There's nothing else in there. There's not even a air vent into the room.
And no suspicious tails hanging down from the air vents or some
No.
shit. drooling.
No, there's no air vents in this room.
Right. Well
Um,
then, help me.
Doctor, I don't know. Like the med pods seem. There's one that isn't damaged, but
Both the med pods aren't damaged. They've just got blood splatter on
I
the
thought
inside of
the
them.
first one
That
was
sounds
like,
unhygienic.
yeah.
They're not
I don't
like
know.
smashed up or anything.
They're
No.
not
okay.
sterile.
It's a bit dirty. It's a bit bloody.
Yeah, well, but this man, I'm not sure. We can. I mean, he's not dying. I can tell you as much from my medical expertise.
Mm.
But we can also try to drag him into one of the quarters. Just put him down on a bed.
The thing is, I feel like if we leave him out of our sight, he's just dead meat. Something is very likely going to find him.
Well,
Okay, out of game, I'll tell you that because Elric's not here, you can leave his character somewhere. He's not going to die before next session.
Yeah, but Mitch doesn't know that.
We all
I don't
stay
know.
with him and don't move in that case.
You're going to carry him around for the whole session. In the med lab, no doubt there's a little unfoldy wheelchair. If you really want to keep him with you.
Push him around.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Wheel him around.
Yes.
Can we strap both machine guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of Father Ted with the... What can you possibly need a wheelchair and a remote control for? What situation would be useful?
A completely ludicrous situation.
I love it. Please, let's take him on the wheelchair.
Yeah, you can put him in a wheelchair. That'll make a peace of mind for everybody.
Yes.
And it'll
For
be
some reason
wheelchair.
For some reason in my mind it wasn't a wheelchair, but like a swivel chair, like a normal computer swivel chair.
Just an office chair.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
You get the doctor's office chair out of the med lab. Just tape him to the chair. You can wheel him around in the chair. A bit more unruly than a regular wheelchair, but yeah, you can do that.
I hope Ridley Scott is paying attention to these plot notes.
He'll love it. You wait till the next Alien movie comes out. There's going to be loads of like wheeling people around in office chairs. Unconscious Marines.
There's a really long corridor. We could have a race. Push him down.
Run him up, yeah. Run up and down. If you bring another chair, you could actually race each other.
Well,
Just
I also
lighten the
have
situation
3
before aliens
suppositories
come
of never sleep left. We can try to give him one.
And
Maybe he will wake up from that.
you know what, Doctor? I feel like that's something you should know and not me. But
Yeah.
please do not hurt
If you
him.
like to give Hicks as a suppository, Hicks a suppository, this would be the session to do it in.
It's not instant death, it's prolonged death.
By humiliation.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's not immediate, so we should keep our supplements.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not urgent, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So you put Hicks in a chair and start wheeling him along with you.
Mitch, you're responsible for his transport now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Right. Okay.
I want to remind you that I am your commanding officer now, but
I'm too weak. I'm weak. Just a tiny
Man,
little doctor. You want me to carry around this giant human being?
No, it's all right. And I take the chair and I like, how do you say? Like I kick my leg behind me and like
scoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
I want to say my power is 0. My strength is 2. Stamina is 0.
Yeah, power's for light equipment.
Yeah, okay, but my strength is 2 and my stamina is 0.
Yeah, okay. I'm a little stronger than you at least.
Okay. You should be able to move Hicks around with you now, everybody, if you want to bring him with you.
We'll just leave him lying around in the corridor.
Point out that my medical aid is 3 and I still don't know what's missing. Like,
it's not something you've seen. It's almost like you know a lot about human, human medical issues, but this isn't something you've seen before.
You know, not
So exciting. Okay, so it's something I can research. That's very
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
you might have to
Yeah.
look at a scientific journal rather than those aromatherapy magazines you spend all your time
Actually,
looking at.
actually, I'm trying. Actually, I will write a scientific journal. I'll take out my note and write down all the symptoms I notice.
A case study.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yes, something
lowest
doctors do
lowest level
from
of
the
scientific
professor.
evidence.
Maybe he just collapsed by looking at your research paper.
Mm.
Brilliant. So Emily says, "Oh, what should we do then?"
What?
Looks at Jorg. Looks way up at Jorg. He's so much taller than her.
We
What?
need to go get the kid, and then we will report back to the bridge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is no one going to comment on the fact that Hicks is now unconscious in a wheelchair? What's?
That's
Hey,
not the first time he's done that.
Yeah, I bust out of this door and like almost run you over with this swivel chair. It's a
The
swivel
wheelchair.
chair. I decided that.
What?
Okay.
What happened? What happened?
I'm not. Maybe he couldn't stand the view of the dead
Captain.
captain, and I look. And I mean, I know that Emily is there, but I think I only now remember that there's someone there, and
Oh,
Well,
It's fine. Hicks suffers from a condition called plot amor.
the love of
Sometimes
plot.
he just passes out. Yeah,
lot more.
yeah.
Lot more.
Well,
I see.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Emily here tells us that Giles, our local friendly Wayland Atani company agent, appears to have brought back some eggs from their recent excursion with the captain and the first officer, and they're in cryogenic freeze aft in the rear laboratory. So that's all good. And they've spotted some scuttling around where all the colonists are housed.
Well, that's bad news.
Isn't it?
She says, "Don't forget that there's a distress signal that's calling a company ship."
I hadn't forgotten that. Yeah, right, yes. So, yes, there's the other nub is when we turned on Mother, it starts the automatic distress beacon, which you would think would be good news, wouldn't you? But no, because the nearest ship is another Wayland Yutani ship, and you know what those corporate company scum suckers are like. They want the eggs. You know, they like to experiment with aliens and weaponize them and do all kinds of horrendous xenobiological research. So we've got that to contend with. But really, I'll just glance at where I see Hicks sadly in a wheelchair. Really, my first priority has to be to make sure that Cassie is okay. I mean, if somebody with a gun could come with me, I'm going to my workshop now. I'm going to make sure she's all right.
Let's not split up. Let's all go look for Cassie.
I'm marching past. Well, come with me then.
Okay, I carry or like I push
Oh,
Hicks
Pushing him
into
around behind in a. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I,
just to clarify, I'm going to ask you just for now, so it doesn't come to the point where you're like, did somebody take Captain Black's key card? I'm sure you did.
I think we did last session.
Yes, we
already.
did.
Sure, kiddo. And you
Probably
took.
Hicks. I can take it out of his jacket or whatever.
Hicks is becoming the donkey. Just keep loading him up with stuff in his wheelchair, piling it on. Oh, we need to take this with us.
Oh,
So
the
Captain Black.
great way of just carrying stuff we can't put into our inventory.
Yeah, just take a wheelchair. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take, so you wheeling Hicks along. He's got his gun and the new shotgun that was a captain shotgun across his lap, I guess. Unless somebody else wants to grab that for now. You take the bloody note. You just leave that because it's caked in blood anyway.
I think Hicks took that all last session, but I'm not sure.
All right. We'll say he did. He just grabbed it. There was a handy plastic Ziploc bag that was A4 size and put it in there, so not too.
Could I take the
awful to carry it
shotgun
round.
so that I've got something, if only a club?
Of course you can, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course you can, yeah. Don't point it at yourself, Professor.
Yeah.
Not at me either, please.
Cool.
So
You got the safety on. There you go.
Yeah, show me the basics, York. How do I operate this?
Show me some Starship
Safety
Trooper
point.
action.
Pull trigger.
Right. Okay. And the trigger is which bit? You go ahead. I mean, you're the expert.
All right.
So you start heading towards Professor's workshop. You go through this like set of doors. You know that this way goes up to your crew like quarters and the other few crew that aren't around. Probably one of those is Emily's as well. But she just follows on behind you. She doesn't really have anything on her, you know what I mean? She doesn't have like guns. She's not armed, you know what I mean? She doesn't have anything, not carrying anything around. You go through here, you'll see that there's a ladder there that goes down to the deck below, which is where, you know, the fuel tanks and the machinery, all that stuff is. Just check what else is on there in case there's anything you need to know about. Stairs. Just stuff like the reactor controls and stuff like that. Some computers, fuel tanks, bunch of vac suits for the vac suit storage areas are down there.
Can I just ask, are these like little communication thingies?
Sorry, hang on. Have a look. Let me zoom out a million miles. Where are you pinging? That is... I think that's intercom. That's the intercoms.
Okay.
How's Cassie doing? She's still staying there while these guys make their way through?
I think she might, well, she can see that the workshop is empty, right?
Yeah, you can see down. You look through the little grill.
Okay, so
Look
she'll
in there, you can see through.
like plop herself down into the workshop and really quietly walk over to the door and listen really hard.
Cool.
Can she hear anything?
She probably can hear just after a while the rest of you approaching. She doesn't hear anything else. You can hear the running water from the hydroponics still working. You know, all the hydroponics set up that waters the plants and that when they go in and stuff. But you don't hear anything like moving around or anything.
Right. So can she open the door?
Yeah, she can like do like she did before. She's got a way now. Cassie's been making her way around these vents for ages. So I think you've probably, especially into the professor's workshop, you will have like already set it up so you can get in and out easily. And you've probably put like, you know, a chair or something underneath there so you don't like fall out onto the floor miles below. You just like you will have set this up already for yourself, so you can get in and out of these easy.
Okay. Well, she'll climb down then, go over to the door of the workshop and listen again.
Yeah. Again, you can just hear, you probably hear by now some big footsteps get in there from this way, and that's Jorg, and you'll hear the others all chatting to each other, I guess.
Are there any are there any vents in the floor in this room?
No, there's none in the floor. These just go from like the walls around, like you could go around to the next room, stuff like that.
Right, so there's
But there's no floor vents in here.
gonna find herself like a corner to hide, so a desk to hide under, or behind a shelf, or
Yeah. And again, you know the professor's workshop, so you know already the best places to hide everywhere in here, because you hang out in here a lot, you know. So yeah, you scooch down behind some filing cabinet or something, and there's a lot of, because you're all quite new, this place has hardly been used. So the professor's workshop is full of glass, like specimen jars and all stuff for his research, but it's all kind of brand new. You haven't really, this, like we said, it's a prototype ship. It's not a ship that you've all lived on for years. You have, but you've been in cryogenic suspension. You haven't had day-to-day lives there apart from the couple of weeks before what you set off when you first joined the mission. So everything is set up for you to use and is like brand new in this workshop.
right. Is there anything she could find that she possibly could use as a weapon? I think sharp and stabby, or
Yeah, I mean it's like a professor's lab. You could totally get. Let's have a quick look in gear. I don't know if there's such thing as like no scalpel, but if there's some kind of knife, yeah, there's a knife. You can grab a knife and put it in your inventory.
Okay.
Oh, it's worth
There's
$50.
also-
Bloody hell.
There's also an incinerator unit. Give a kid a
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Yeah, there is stuff like that, but I don't think Cassie will be. I don't know. Would Cassie be setting herself up a flamethrower? If you knew how to do it, I think it'd be quite a mission. Especially if you want to do it quick.
I don't think she'd know how to, would she?
I don't think you would as yet. It might be something you can learn. I mean,
Well, I think
especially if like your
around,
angel teacher.
will have that thought in her head.
Yeah.
We
You make a note of that. Mental note. Must learn how to make a flamethrower.
How much does the knife weigh?
Let's have a look. Knife weighs half, 1.5. So it shouldn't take up any space. If you drag and drop it into your character sheet.
I've done it. No, I can't. No, that's it weighs. I've only got an encumbrance of 4, and everything seems to weigh 1. Even my $4 weighs 1.
Let me have a look at your sheet. Maybe I can wangle that. I'll say it's in a $4 bill instead of in pennies. And then it'll weigh less. Where are you? Let's have a look.
I seem to have lost control of my character, by the way. I can't move it.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why.
Hang on. Right, hang on. Let me see where you are. Professor says that you can. Name controlled by.
See, I'm accidentally pinging it all the time. I just can't move it. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind shoving me along a bit.
I'll try this.
Oh.
I'll try this again. I'll delete you and put you back on, and then see if that makes. Oh,
I've gone.
Make you a bit smaller. That's alright. You're back. Can you move now?
No.
Also, I can't move either. It's like whenever I try to drag my character, I just drag the whole map back and forth.
Oh, whoa, sorry. Right, let me just have a little rearrange of people.
You've got the
pack
rather than the select. He's got. Sounds like.
Got the Nick cone.
Select. And the Select.
Oh no, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drag him. All right.
What's that?
Yeah.
You
I
got
No,
it?
drag-
no, I can't do anything. I don't know why. It's just suddenly stopped working. I'll try coming. Oh, I can't turn it off and on again.
No, don't do that. I'll move you if
If you wouldn't
you
mind,
need to.
yeah.
Let me just check.
Put me in the wheelchair
Cassie
with Hicks.
sheet.
It'll be fine.
It's a tower of people.
Yeah.
Right. Right, there you go. I'll put it as 0.5 and then you should Cassie. There you go, Cassie, is that better? You only picked up a tiny knife anyway. It doesn't weigh
Thank-
it doesn't weigh 1.5 anyway. It says it only weighs 0.5.
Okay.
So it should be okay now anyway. So you all get closer to the workshop. Feel free to move yourselves along if you can move. Emily's walking along with you. You pass this, which is the stairs, like I say, to downstairs, the deck B where the fuel tanks are. Mitch wheels Hicks along. Professor,
Thank you.
asked by the hydroponics.
Can I just? Oh, I'll glance in hydroponics.
Glance in.
Yeah.
So you'll see what you've heard me explain to Cassie before. You can see that everything organic in there has been like eaten, shredded. Even though the systems are still going, the lights are still going. This is where food's grown for feeding the ship. You know what I mean? Feeding the people on the ship. But yeah, it's all like ruined. But it isn't. Like it's still working. Everything's still working.
Yeah.
Do you think that it could carry on growing stuff? Just whatever was growing has been like shredded up.
Oh no.
And you hear Emily from the other side say, "Oh, this one's the same. It's all shredded up," and she carries on past.
Be
Davey
back in
walking
a
around
second.
there.
My
Okay.
cat makes terror because
Uh-huh. Oh, you see the door opens from there. Cassie, you can hear people approaching. You hear that door open. Professor, I'll move you further around.
Please do. I'd like to be fairly close to York because I'm worried about Cassie.
York, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Let me try this. I'm going to put it as.
Not because he's the one with the gun, you know. And
I
I'll
also
be.
have a gun.
Oh.
I think Mitch also has a gun as well, the handgun.
Small gun, and I'm also wheeling someone around, so it might not be perfect.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have a gun.
And I'll just
Try that, Professor. See if you can control him now. Just put it to everyone.
No. It's
So
something to do
everyone
with.
should be able to.
It's something to do with roll
Move it.
20
I got it.
being weird with me for some
All right.
reason. I don't know why.
No worries. I'll move the doctor to keep up with you. So you get to the workshop.
Oh, I'll type
Cassie,
in my.
you see the lights come on.
I'll do
outside.
my
Sorry.
key code into
Yeah.
the door. Thank goodness, and
Yeah.
I'll burst in. Cassie.
Yeah.
You won't see me because I'm hiding.
Yeah.
Where are you? Come on, it's safe to come out.
Okay, I'll slowly crawl out.
Look out.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
Who's anyone else dead yet?
Mhm.
Is he in a wheelchair? What happened to him? Did it get him?
it's nothing.
No, yeah, he's fine.
He's
going to be
just
fine.
simulating.
Fine. Have you thought about building a flamethrower?
Well, that's an excellent idea. Yes, I think we should consider
They don't-
that. I just need to and I'll head over to my workspace and type in the security number on my my cabinet, and I'll be pulling out my research files and putting them in a bag. They're coming with me, and I'll say to Cassie, "Well, perhaps you could help me with this," and I'll pull out from underneath the cabinet desk where I've got it's sort of like it's like a very high-tech suitcase on wheels with security sort of interface on it as well. We're going to need this.
What is it?
It's everything I've learned so far, really, in one place about these terrible creatures.
Okay. So what do we have to do? Read it?
Well, just keep it safe for the moment. But I'm not going to lie to you, Cassie. It doesn't look good, this situation. So
Well, why do you think our parents?
Well, exactly. We need to do what we need to do. I mean, let's take stock. What the hell are we going to do? Everyone's nearly there's aliens everywhere. So I don't know what. I'll have a meltdown.
So we can get up and just fly away.
Just come to me, Professor. I can calm you down.
You can't calm me down with suppositories and aromatherapy.
I'm going to slap him because it's my talent.
Slapping people.
Slap the stress out of somebody.
No, I have the talent of calming.
Yeah.
I really do. So
Calm down, Professor.
Once per turn, you may reduce the stress level of another character within short range by 1.
Brilliant. I'm going to get out I'll get out my Rubik's Cube and frantically start solving it because I find that helpful to de-stress.
You will find my methods to be de-stressful.
I'm just glaring at him.
So given the time it's taken for you to get from there down this corridor and into Professor's workshop, and given the Doctor's talent, anyone who's got some stress can reduce it by 1 because you will have had time. Like a turn out of combat is about 5 minutes. So if anyone's got a stress, you can reduce it by 1.
Nice.
In this amount of time that the Doctor's been calming everyone down. Nobody's quite sure how the Doctor has made them calmer.
Okay.
I find imagining throttling the Doctor really calming.
Calming? Yeah, okay.
My mantra now. Doctor, doctor. Doctor, doctor.
Okay. Well, Emily says, well, what are you going to do?
Oh yeah, I've forgotten about her. Great.
Yeah, and who are you?
She says, I'm Emily, you remember me. So
yeah.
I'll get on the ship.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I think we should find a shuttle and escape. Can't stay here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So there are shuttles. There are some shuttles in the cargo area. I think there's at least one shuttle. There's also things because you were going to colonize a planet. There's a couple of things like diggers and ATVs and bits and bats that were going to be used to start off a colony. So there is a shuttle.
What's in here? Pointing to the door of the storage unit.
The storage unit is. Let's have a look. It is filled with.
Well, we don't know what it's filled with yet, right?
It contains crates upon crates of dehydrated food, seeds, and supplies for the colony. I mean, if you're going in there, you can have a proper look and see what else is in there. That's what you know is meant to be in there. Yeah, you can go in there. It's no problem. You've all got access to because between you've got Black's keycard and Captain's keycard, so you can go in there, no problem.
Before anyone enters,
I don't go in there alone.
Okay.
Before anyone enters, I'll take the butt of my rifle and just slam on the door a couple times to see if I can hear anything scuttling around inside.
What's that?
Nice.
It's going on? We're under attack.
Yeah. Yorg is attacking the ship.
They'll come and get you.
Oh God.
I'm moving
So,
back.
yeah, you hear just like a thud, the echo. You don't hear anything from inside that room.
Well, that should be clear. Though my presence is probably better in this hallway where I can point the rifle at something further away.
Cool.
And where are these shuttles? Let me guess. Are they at the stern?
Stern end, yeah, where all the great big like machinery and stuff is.
I'm having an
Where
idea.
everything bad is.
Yeah, but I'm having an idea. Like, if we could drive all the aliens to one end of the ship and then leave, separate the vessel, blow the other side apart, and make sure we're on the correct side of the door, not on the door with the aliens in, on the other side of the door. Leave them all in there, and then fly the safe half away. What do you think?
I think then we have half of an alien ship floating around in space. I really like part of your plan, but I think we should set.
We could leave that to. We could send a message to the Wayland Atani ship and say, "There you go, off you go, chaps. You'll find it over there," because they want all
No,
that crap.
yeah, but no. We're gonna blow that shit up.
You're gonna destroy it.
Can't we?
You could rig the reactors or the drive to like blow up. You could do that. Give yourself enough time to get along the midship corridor thing, and you could blow up one side of the ship. Yeah.
So we'd have to blow up the front half because that's got the reactor in. So we need to get any aliens who are in the rear half. Can we just do that thing in Alien 3 where he comes on the intercom with all aliens please report to?
You could blow up either half, like both halves of the ship have their own abilities to drive around to.
Oh, they both have drives.
Power.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's made so that if you split the ship in half, you could fly the other side independently. So they both have drives. They both have reactors and stuff.
So we just want to create a half of the ship that is alien free, and another half of the ship that is chock-a-block with aliens. Separate it, blow that up, and there we are.
Well,
Easy.
so far,
Does it function
I'm
like in Star
counting.
Trek where you separate the upper half from the lower half?
Sopra section.
Sort of, yeah. The left half and the right half.
Yeah. I'll be drawing this all
I mean,
on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
With complicated equations. Things like all aliens to this side, us on this side.
How are we going to get them to the side? I think you're all crazy. We should just leave.
But Cassie, yes, we should leave, but I suspect, well, this is a plan to keep all the colonists safe. Well, what about them? This is our future, a new world, safe, xenomorph free, lots of people around. We can't leave them all, surely, in the hold to become alien food.
2,000 souls. It's quite the toll on someone. Just to decide they can all die.
They're probably all dead already.
Well, I think we've got to go to the stern
We don't know
anyway
that yet.
to get a shuttle. But a shuttle, that will take us an inordinate amount of time to get anywhere. We're weeks away from the nearest planet. I must admit, it's a pickle.
It sure is.
A couple of other things while you're in the vicinity of all these.
Don't need any more
little
obstacles,
symbols.
please.
So these are vac suit storage, which you know.
We need those.
These are intercoms, which you know. These symbols here are airlocks, in case that ever became useful. And this, and there's one here as well, is an armory. Now you know you need the captain's clearance to get into the armory, but you've got his key card. You could get into those, no problem.
Now you're.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going down there.
I imagine, you know,
Straight down.
Yeah, straight down
explosives,
there.
and there was explosives priority, I would say, and flamethrower based material would be good. Preferably 12-year-old child size, please. Thank you.
I have a flamethrower.
I think you're old enough now to take on the responsibility of a flamethrower.
Dr. While we're at it,
Just gonna give her a
maybe you
gas
can
canister in a lighter. That's all you need to do.
deodorant.
Do that, yeah.
Doctor, maybe you can try to figure out a way how we intend to get all aliens on one side of the ship in order to blow that up.
Well, first of all, it's
Think to-
Doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant the professor. I mean, you can also think about it, of course.
No,
Sorry, I meant the professor.
Yes, don't worry. I mean, I'm on the case with that.
You didn't confuse me.
I'm sorry.
need someone. What do you call it?
Bait.
Bait.
Yes, we do need
Not
some bait.
more.
So maybe we should go to the storage unit after all, after knocking gently at the door.
What do they really like?
Exactly. And I
What?
think you're already looking at it all. This is enough bait.
What?
Everyone is looking at Higgs, right?
Everyone currently stood here
No,
is
it's the
bait.
same.
It's mobile bait.
Why don't you all go down there and I'll wait by the door in the vents, and once you've got them all in there, you can tell me you've got them all in there, and then when you come back, I'll shut the door really quickly behind you.
Do we think these doors will hold aliens?
We don't need it to hold aliens for very long. Well,
You're gonna blow.
We don't even know how many there are, right?
well, we've got to ascertain this. You're absolutely right. I have to agree with
The
Mr.
real
Punch
genius,
here.
yeah.
You're right.
Doctor.
Mr.
And we also need to
Demoted
locate.
to Mr.
We need to
Doctor.
locate a shuttle as a fallback plan. And, we could really do with more of the. And I'll bring out my motion detectors. If we all had these, it would be handy.
I also have one.
I'd really like
Yes,
to
we
check
both
out
have.
the storage unit and open the door and see, just by standing here, not entering, just what can I see? Is there a light on inside?
The light will go on if you go inside. That kind of, while you stand at the door, it just stays dim in there. Is anyone actually using the motion tracker, or are you just saying who's got one? Because I know Professor's got a motion tracker, but you've also got the thing that tracks Cassie's watch, right?
I have, yeah.
I don't
The little personal thing.
I have a motion tracker as well.
Motion, yeah. Mitch has a motion tracker as well. Cool.
I'll flip mine on.
So, okay.
Paranoia kicks in.
Okay, then I'll leave mine off to
No,
save
yes.
batteries.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So when you flick your motion tracker on, let's see if I can find that little suspense.
Oh, I
while
can't
that's
stand the
okay.
tension in this
Damn
game.
it.
It's awful.
Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see if it goes. Oh no, how do you bloody... Oh, not that. If I press token, can I bring it? Hey, there it is, it's not there. It's over here. Can you see that?
There's a blip over there. Oh look,
Right,
I'm just
so-
look at Cassie to make sure she's not in a vent. No, she's not. And I'll
Not
be
an event,
pointing.
She's right by you.
Over in the vent, over there, up there. Yorg, over there.
So I climb in the bottom drawer of the filing cabinet.
Straight away, go straight back in it.
I'm like literally in the bottom drawer. It's a nice deep
It
one,
is
and I'm
right there. Oh, and it is heading this way.
Yorg. Yorg.
I
Yo!
draw my gun.
Mitch. Yorg. I'm backing up. I can't move my token. It's even
Apologies,
worse.
Sam had to leave the computer for a sec.
Yorg, this is bad timing.
Token still, you joking?
I kick Hick's chair like somewhere back there.
It's coming. Something's coming.
Right, everybody in the workshop.
Get everyone to pile into the workshop. Motion
Yeah.
tracker's still going off. Emily runs in with you. Oh, if I can get hold of her. She runs in with you. Peeps out the door. Doctor, what are you doing out there?
Following you guys. Wait a second.
Everyone's waiting to see what happens. So you all go, go in there, shut the door. Like I guess you're kind of peering out of the thing, and
I'd like to be as far away as possible. I don't want to be anywhere near that door if you don't mind, but I just can't move myself. I'm frozen in
sorry.
terror.
you still. I can't. Okay, you go over where Cassie is. There
Thank
you
you.
go.
I go.
It's going in the vent. It's going in the vent. Mind the vent. There's a vent up there. I'm pointing to the vent inside the workshop.
What we should have gone to the storage unit.
Would you shut up about the storage
then.
unit?
Any hill across, Scooby-Doo across into the.
It's coming
can't
this way.
Admit that I'm right. Whenever I'm right, and I'm always right, you can't admit it.
This is no time for personal enmity. Just because I refuse to peer review your article on soap.
And your motion tracker is going to keep going and watching this thing as it approaches. You can see it's approaching.
coming.
The vent.
It's coming through the vent this way.
I'm gonna
You
put
know,
my
just-
rifle basically trained on that hole. The moment I see anything pop out.
It's not too late to go to the
Okay.
storage unit.
I also have my gun drawn and pointed.
Okay, so you're doing that. You also get. Let me find it again. While this is going on, from further this way off the map, because the map's not long enough to do it, you get another blip, and it's heading your way.
There's another
From
one
there.
coming from the stern.
Oh,
Well, something's coming.
everyone stay calm.
Someone help.
There's another one.
or in a corridor. The other one.
It's from this side,
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
further down the corridor.
Further down the corridor,
So,
making its way up.
Did anyone take the flamethrower, by the way?
We didn't get around to do the flamethrower because everyone was just king.
No, nobody's been in the storage unit yet or in the armory. If you're going to find parts for a flamethrower, that's where they're going to be. So yeah, you get to this blip gets to like here,
Shh!
and then they'll just do it as a combat. So this guy bursts out of the thing, splat straight into the room. Show you a picture what he looks like, as if we don't know.
Ah!
And we'll do an initiative. Let me get the initiative cards on.
It looks like the freezer's broken.
So
Yep.
initiative deck.
Do this then.
So everyone takes an initiative card.
Awesome.
So let's have a look. Professor. Oh, hang on. Who's first? Professor, you take one first,
Okay.
if you can. Is that your one floating around on the screen?
I haven't taken one yet. I think
I have taken one.
naughty,
Right,
naughty
okay,
double doctors.
Let's recall. Let's recall it and do it in order.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Right, so I'm just going by the order that everyone is on my Roll20, but you do all get to pick before the alien picks. So, Professor, you pick yours first.
Okay.
Here we go.
6.
And then Doctor, you can pick yours next.
I drag it to my.
Drag it onto the screen. Just drag it onto the screen, and then right-click it to flip it over. Don't put it in your hand, although maybe you can now. If you drag it out of your hand and onto the screen, click on it.
I can't do it.
I'm going to stop the motion tracker for a second because
Thank you.
I've had enough of
Oh.
that. Okay, right, there we go. So, Doctor, if you drag yours down to the bottom, right click on it, and then you can flip it over. Don't have the time for the second Doctor. Oh, nice, okay. 3 for you.
Oh, what's it gone?
Mitch, you can just put them down there. Mitch, you can do yours, flip it over.
Ooh. Fast.
Is 1 good then and 6 is bad?
Yeah,
One is...
so if you get 1, you go first. If you get 2, you go second.
Right.
So the 2 is Mitch's, right?
Mhm.
Brilliant. I'm just putting a name on it so I remember whose. So if we get to like an extended combat, I don't think we really will. And then Jorg, you pick yours next. Brilliant.
9. You go next week.
Mhm.
Yep.
Which isn't great for all of us.
No.
Right, Mitch also has a gun. Kill it.
And then Cassie, pick yours. Just drag it onto the screen again.
5.
That's it. Brilliant. I'll put your name on this one as well. Cassie. Brilliant. So my critter, let me find him. Make sure he has a speed of 2, which means he gets 2 cards. As long as 1 and 2 are gone, he should be alright.
There's either going to be 1 or there's going to be
no,
a 10.
I think 1's gone, hasn't it? Oh no, 1 hasn't gone.
No, 1
Okay,
hasn't.
Yeah.
so 1, here we go. I'll put 1 over there.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Come on, why can't I flip it? Flip card, here we go.
4. Okay.
4.
Good,
And
good.
he also gets a
Ish.
flip card.
Oh, fuck.
And a 1! Ah! Shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So 1. Right, now I definitely need to find his... I was like, oh, it'd give me a second to find his sheet while you guys go, but... No, he's not going for shit.
Do you
Okay,
think
here we
before
go.
we begin this we might have a cup of tea?
I think I
That's
need
a
one.
brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Okay. Alright, let's get a quick cup of tea, 5 minutes, and then we'll come back in, kill this critter, and see what happens.
And we're back. Cup of tea.
Hey.
Just what you need to steady your nerves.
Yeah. Right, okay, so by fluke, amazingly, this critter is going to go first. Who's already within a short range, and the closest person, I mean, there is Hicks lying down helpless in a wheelchair, but really the closest person is going to be the Doctor. So how this works is I'm going to roll Hopefully this will work. So he rolls a d6 for his attack. I believe. Roll it, see what happens. Dice to add or subtract, none. Doesn't get any minus dice for him. Oh, he gets 1 success.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh my. Oh, okay. It's because I had it switched to Whisper.
Can I make
I'm going
a
to take that
barrel
off
roll
Whisper.
behind Mitch?
Did it make a.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. I'll roll it again. I'm just trying to remember if they do an actual attack. Because these guys, you don't roll for their attack, you just roll for what attack they do.
Oh, I see.
But I do believe they still have to do a roll to see if they attack you first.
Sort of
Otherwise, it seems a bit of a bummer.
roll for their action, and then they do whatever that is. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And their only thing is mobility, so. Mobility and observation. I'm going to roll the mobility, because that's what it's on here. Has a success.
Ooh.
Okay, he gets 3 successes. Now, you can use your fast attack to. I don't think you can, like, sort of equivalent of parry because they don't have a weapon. You don't have a weapon in your. Do you have a weapon in your hand, Doctor?
No, I don't.
It's got a suppository set, doesn't it?
Parry with a suppository.
Counter Strike.
Mm.
Well, I only have my slapping talent of calming. I have my amulet
Slapping
of
talent of
Sanchitra
calming.
that is filled with spirits that will protect everyone from misfortune who believes in it.
Mhm.
And 1 dose of experimental extracts and 3 doses of never sleep. I also have 500 credits if the
You pay it.
a-
Just
if
pay
the
it
alien
to
is
stay away.
yeah. I can pay you to stay away.
Take someone else.
Yeah, pick some up. Bribery. Just bribery. Right, let's have a look.
Block attack is a fast action you could do if you're attacked in close
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah, I think you have to have a weapon though.
Yeah,
only
but
thing.
my close combat is 0.
You still would have an ability anyway, you're just not very good at it because
Yeah,
it
you just
depends
roll
on
it,
the
yeah.
attribute. Yeah.
I mean, you in all this time, has he not picked up anything off of the workshop sides? You know, a wrench, anything as a weapon?
No,
Would he
no.
still be like just walking around empty-handed?
Yes.
I mean, there is something called an unarmed attack on the thing, so that might be, I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is you can only block other humans. If a xenomorph attacks you, you have to have something in your hand to
Right,
block it
okay.
with. And I'm saying that this is a workshop full of stuff. I'm more than happy you've had time to have picked something up, even if it's just a, handy random bit
Let's
of
take a look
pipe or
around.
something.
Not my reward, not my scientific award prizes. No,
You pick up
all the
like
statues.
your equivalent of an Oscar.
Yeah.
You pick that up.
Yeah, what can I see? What is lying around?
Anything. You've picked up a random object just
I take
before
the
this thing jumped in.
biggest hammer I can find.
Sure, perfect.
there a
You pick up a
hammer?
hammer. Yeah, there's a hammer. So you you can try to block with your hammer.
I will gladly do that. Do I have to roll?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you have to roll your
What do I have to roll?
close combat. Okay, so you get 1 success, so he's still going to be able to attack you because he got more successes than you. Okay, so I'm just
That's
gonna
pushed,
roll his.
right? I can.
You can push it, yeah, you can push it. Do it, yeah, do it. Holy shit! So you do block it. Oh, that's so jammy. That's so jammy. So you smack the. It comes towards you, all these like spidery legs, and see this like, I guess like a tail that's
Stay away
flapping
from me.
about, whipping about. Yeah. Oof,
Can I
okay.
smack it into the direction of the professor?
Boom! Fall! Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You totally can. You smack it into the direction of the professor.
I've got the shotgun out.
Bam!
Pow!
Uh,
It's not my turn though, so there you go.
It isn't. It's Mitch is up next, right?
Yeah.
Number 2. Yeah. What does Mitch want to do?
Scream, no.
You've got
Okay,
a
yeah.
pistol, haven't you?
Yeah, first of all, I'm gonna shoot it. That's a slow action. I
okay.
think I can still do a fast action afterwards, but I see how shooting it goes.
You can. You can also aim as a fast action if you wanted to, and that give you +2 dice if you wanted, but you wouldn't have a fast action afterwards.
But yeah, no, I won't do that. I'll keep my fast action because I can use my fast action to command one of you to do something, and then you get a bonus on doing that. So
Brilliant.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'm more of a
brilliant. Do that.
supporting officer.
This is brilliant. Yo, kill it.
Yeah, you were gonna
Yeah.
do that anyway, but now you can do it better, maybe.
What
Free.
I'm worried about is that if you splat it, then Hicks in his wheelchair is going to get covered in acid.
Oh no, Mitch panics. Just
How
as
do
you
I
say
do
that,
this?
you're gonna splat him with acid.
Mind the unconscious Hicks! Splat.
No.
Okay. So if you get a panic, you can't push the roll.
Oh no.
That's why you haven't got the option there. So you roll your panic instead. But I think still you're gonna be
Keep it
okay.
together.
You keep it together. Okay.
All right.
So okay, you still have a fast action.
After I like completely miss my shot and like go somewhere straight, I'm like, you hit it. That's and that means I use my command, which means I roll on command, and
Roll
the
your command, yeah.
number of successes I get, York gets as extra dice for his
Brilliant.
whatever
okay.
he does. If he follows my orders,
Right.
I don't know if he will, but we'll see.
Well, let's see.
What is it? Command.
Yeah, roll your command. Yeah.
Whoa!
3 successes. Hell yeah.
This is the one thing I was trained to do. To
Tell other
what
people
they
to
should
do
do.
stuff.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So
Okay.
Jorg gets is it 2 extra or 3 extra?
3.
You get 1 successful command. And then
Yeah.
is it 2 extra for?
No,
is it
it's
just three
it's
dice?
3 in total. It's just the number of
Brilliant.
successes I get, he gets as an extra.
Brilliant. Okay. So Jorg. Oh, hang on. Who's next though?
But I think everyone can use this. It's just that I can use it as a fast action because I took
No.
a talent
Oh,
to do
okay,
that.
cool.
But technically,
So-
I think you all can try to,
Brilliant.
support that way.
Yeah.
And does Jorg do that like right now on your turn
No.
as a free thing?
No,
Or-
unfortunately, it's on his turn.
No worries. Okay. So number 3 is Doctor. Doctor. What are you gonna do? This thing's tried to grab hold of you, and then you slapped it away.
Yeah. Protecting Mitch and Higgs.
Not the professor.
All for the science.
Well, it's your turn. What are you doing now?
Yeah, what do you wanna
I
do?
am avoiding the ricocheting bullets.
Fucking around. Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, well, if it was up to the doctor, he would hide behind Mitch and because
He can completely do that. He can leave the room and lock everybody. Well, I don't think you can lock everybody in.
No. Just not run out of
You
the
will
room.
just want to get behind Mitch.
Yes.
Okay. Shove that back forward.
Fine.
Shove Mitch and Emily forward. Hide behind the two women. That's the way to go. Well done.
Yep.
There, he's old.
He's old, yeah.
I also would throw my hammer.
Throw your hammer. Okay, you can throw the hammer. See, there's actually a hammer in the thing.
In panic.
No results found.
There's a blunt object as a weapon.
Okay, you can
can-
throw that if you want to. Blunt instrument, yeah. Blunt instrument.
Oh, brilliant.
So you
I love that.
use your ranged combat. You throw that. I mean, you can push that if you want to take a point of stress. You can just face it that the hammer just bounces all over and misses the critter.
It gets Hicks right in the chest.
Yeah, in the back of the head as he sat in his wheelchair. Boink.
No, I won't push it.
Okay. Okay, you actually, when you use the blunt instrument, you get a +1 bonus dice. So you can just roll another d6, one more d6, and then see if that's a 6.
No.
No, never mind. Never mind. Still, the hammer dump dump hits the deck.
Mind my valuable
Four.
equipment.
Oh, it's the critter's turn, number 4. Oh, this is precarious because it's right next to Hicks, like you say. I thought you might have killed it by now.
Oh wait, it gets multiple
this thing-
turns. Oh shit.
It does, yeah. It's a two ago. But you know, this is its last action this round. So it's like landed on its back like a curled up spider, and it flips over, and it's sort of facing the professor, and it like looks at the professor and then looks at Hicks. I mean, it shouldn't go for Hicks because of his cologne, plot amore. It skitters forward, goes underneath the professor's legs, and darts at Cassie. Or, before I say that, did you say you were going to hide again before?
I'm at the filing cabinet.
It's in the filing
like-
cabinet.
Okay, so give me a mobility stealth roll to see if you hid like without it being able to see you.
I think I hid when it was right over in the vents.
Hmm.
It wasn't in the.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. Do a retroactive stealth roll because it jumps down into this room full of people. It might well be able to spot you in it.
So what's that?
It's mobility. Just roll mobility. Do you have some talent beneath notice? Don't you have something called that? What does that do? Just in case it's relevant now.
What would that be?
I seem to remember you having a thing called beneath notice, but it'd be in
No.
your talents.
Got
No,
dodge.
you got a different thing. Oh, you can dodge, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Right.
That. Two successes. Okay, cool. So it won't see you unless it does it looks around as it doesn't see you at all.
Oh, great.
So it instead looks at the professor. You get the idea. It's looking straight at you, and it looks like it's going to approach you. And then it turns around and goes underneath Hick's wheelchair and goes for Jorgen.
Oh! I was all ready to blast it with my shotgun as a defense. I'm sure that would have gone well.
Love it.
should've-
It's a shotgun. Yeah, it wouldn't have hit anyone.
I should have ordered
So-
you to not die.
Yeah, you don't die.
Yeah, that would have been
Okay,
smart.
so it goes to attack Yorg. You can roll your like sort of close combat if you want to block it.
Do I get those 3 extra dice as well for this, or no?
For blocking, no. You only get it when you carry out my order. Which I
Natural
guess by
command.
staying alive you kinda do, but I don't know. I
Oh,
assume that it's more for like shooting it.
Yeah, I mean blocking is okay. You get 1 success.
Can you push these rolls as well?
You can push it if you want to.
Ah, fuck it.
Let me roll it first. Okay.
okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yeah. So it comes under the wheelchair. You see these legs underneath your feet going towards you, and again you sort of like move, stomp out of the way, I guess, or you can tell me what you do that stops it from grabbing hold of you.
I use Hicks's wheelchair and put the wheel.
I run it over. Like a
Yeah,
lawnmower.
put the wheel on its tail.
Amazing.
oh, excellent. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, brilliant. So that's on its other turn for. What do we got next? 5. That's Cassie. What does Cassie want to do?
She will stay exactly where she is, very silently, and not move at all.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay. Then who have we got on the next 6? Professor.
So I will have been, I'm not an expert with a shotgun by any means, but I would have been doing my best to keep a bead on it as it's scuttling around.
Yep.
It's had its tail rolling over with a wheelchair. Can I get a clear shot at it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's like pulling its way away from
Yeah.
the wheelchair.
Then
It's stuck underneath it.
I will aim, and then I will shoot.
You get +2 dice for your aim.
Okie dokie. Totally won't accidentally shoot the aromatherapist. I see he's hidden in the corner, so I'm gonna have to shoot the
That's alright.
alien.
Shoot 2 women first.
Cover behind.
Instantly.
You'd shoot the Marines, the women, and then him. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Everyone
shout. Everyone might want to duck because everyone's getting acid splattered. Oh, oh dear. 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
It's ranged combat. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
My
Gotta be a
speciality.
strong-
2 successes.
2 successes. Brilliant. Okay.
You're better at shooting than I am.
I just the ricket, I completely ride out the throwback from the weapon, stagger back into the filing cabinet as I do.
Fall on your ass.
Cassie, file yourself under H for hidden.
Okay, so you blast the thing. It rolls for its armor. It doesn't have any pluses for armor. Gets 0 successes. So this will do. Have you got the shotgun in your weapons?
Oh, I have. Yes, I added it in earlier.
Brilliant. So tell me what the damage rating of the shotgun is.
3.
Oh, okay. Well, 3's enough to blast it into oblivion. Now, you splatter the thing. Anyone who's engaged ranged with it, which really is Yorg and Hicks, takes some acid splash damage. Oh, okay, so I'll put it in the chat so we can read what it says. Base damage is 4. Engaged ranged. Blah blah blah. Oh, plus the amount of damage it took in the attack. So the base damage is 4. It only took 2 of your 3 damage because it only has 2 health.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 6 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
So Jorg and Hicks can both roll armor. Where is it? So I'll roll for Hicks's armor because even though he's not moving, his armor can still protect him.
Wants to
Can we
say
give him a little bit extra for the wheelchair?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
an extra die for the wheelchair. Okay, let's do that. 3 successes. Okay, so shit. So he's gonna take 3 damage because 3 of it. Jesus. 3 of it is negated by his armor, but you see the acid from this critter burning through his armor. So now his armor only has 3 points of armor left. All down the side of it's like just eating away, and you can see like some of him gets burned away while he's. I mean, luckily he doesn't move. He's still asleep, so he doesn't feel it. So you don't have to feel bad. So he's going to take 3 points of. Jesus, 3 points of his health is going to go down. So his health goes down to 1 because he has 4 health. And York, it looks like your armor isn't going to stop any of that
Oh my god.
unless you have any way of doing a reroll, like a story point. Do you have any story points?
No, I don't think I do.
I think that does everyone else have 0 story points?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think we ever introduced them.
So everyone take 1 story point that we should have got at the beginning of the whole thing.
I've got one.
You can earn more story points. Oh, yeah, but you earned one in the
Oh, is that why? Okay.
XP thing. I think it's about playing to your secret agendas or something like that. I'll look it up properly afterwards. But we'll say everybody's got 1 to start with.
Where would we? There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on your sheet.
Yeah.
Sort of the opposite point to where your health is on the other side, under your experience. So, story point, you can use it for a reroll. They're quite hard to come by, but you can get a free reroll. You know, just in case, Jorg, you didn't want to take 6 points of
Yeah.
damage.
I would love to reroll that.
I think that'd be a grand idea. Do not want to lose the Marine in one go. Okay, so your armor loses 2 points of armor. And the other 4 points of damage is what hits you.
How many hit points have you got?
That takes me down.
to
I only had
0.
4 hit points, so.
Oof, okay. So, let's have a look. Broken. If you drop to 0 health, you are
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
We will all always
immediately roll for a critical injury.
Oh! Is that D66?
Yay.
Yeah, it is D66. So roll 2 D6s. And let me find that. Lower is better. I don't want to jinx it and say that, but lower is better.
35.
35, okay.
That's quite low. It's kind of like half.
It's not bad. Middling out of 66.
Mm.
Luckily, it's not a fatal injury. You get somehow a busted kneecap.
Oh.
So you maybe the acid as it's eaten away from you, you fling yourself to the side and you just catch your knee on the side of the metal cabinet or something. You know, you're a big lad and the part of your armor that was covering your knee has been eaten away, and you crack it on the side of this cabinet, and you have a busted kneecap. You can't run, you can only crawl from now on. Brilliant. Okay, so Jorg does have a busted kneecap, and his armor is eaten away, and he is reduced to 0. But I remember that when you shoot the critter and take it down to 0, it doesn't die outright.
Oh.
It rolls
I
a
got it!
d6
I got it!
something. Now, is there a critical injury on here? No, so I don't see it, so I'm just going to roll it. D6. Boop. 4. The xenomorph is mortally wounded and contorts wildly. On its next initiative, it will try to kill the nearest victim, then the beast dies.
Cassie,
If it's wounded again before then, it dies instantly.
Cassie, the containment box, my containment box. We could get it in there. There's a grabber. It's like one of those old persons picking up
Cloth.
stuff. You could grab it and put it in the containment box.
Me?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, you're next. I've got it covered.
How big is it?
Brilliant. It is big enough that you could grab it with a teddy grabber claw and put it in a containment box. If you wanted to do that.
What do I have to roll for that?
You don't have to roll. Like, it's down. If that's going to be your action,
Okay.
you can do it. And the containment box, like, you've seen this thing eat through the metal of the ship and like the floor grating and stuff like that, but it doesn't eat through whatever the professor's containers are made of. You know, it's big enough, like a little little glass kind of box thing.
It's the special carbonidium titanium alloy mixture I've been working on for the last 20 years.
Research. Indestructible.
Okay, so if he's, you'll just see my little dirty head pop up out of the filing cabinet, and then where is the grabby thing? Is it in the filing cabinet?
It's right by you.
Yeah.
Right.
Just on the desk, right next to you.
So I'll pick up grabby thing.
Teddy grabber. The claw.
Didn't have to get it out of the drawer. You could just.
Yeah, you lift it over.
Now I'm just so wide with absolute sheer terror. But I'll pick it up and
I've got it covered. It's okay.
pop it in.
Yeah. Professor's like holding the lid open like that.
Slam the lid down and then just go back in the filing cabinet and you won't see.
Shut the drawer like Chad. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, tug it down. The well, that's I've disappeared for now because you haven't all been watching your motion trackers. So that is, you know, the critters in the little containment box, and you see like once it hits the bottom of the box and you push the lid down and shut it, and I guess click lock it like a Tupperware box or whatever, and you see it then like again flip over, thrash around a bit, as if it's trying to get out, and then it just like subsides, collapses down. You see like a puddle of the acid out of the bottom of it. You notice that the puddle of acid, of course, doesn't eat through the box or the critter, and it just lies still.
Is it gone? Is it dead? Comes a little voice from the filing cabinet.
It's contained. It's safe. It can't get out of there.
But there's a second one still around.
Shit! I've only got one box.
I'll just stay in the cabinet for now.
Yorg. Okay.
Yorg is currently on the floor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, shit. Broken. Yorg is broken. The Marine's got a bit broken. You put him in the wheelchair on top of the other, just carrying around a wheelchair full of Marines.
Oh, you wield the machine guns. Just point me towards the door. I'm now a turret.
Right, okay.
Maybe it's better if we wheel you out the door actually, because we should definitely shoot it while it's still far away.
Has anyone made that flamethrower for me yet?
Not in the midst of combat. Let's have a look. Who would be next? After Cassie, it'd be... Oh, okay, the Professor? Didn't you have a turn already, though?
I've already been.
Oh, it'd be... Yeah, it'd be Jorg up last.
Yeah, I'm last, but I don't think I can do anything, can I?
Mm.
You can't... No, you can't... You can't do any more rolls, but people can help you. People can give you first aid, slow action. Certain medical equipment can give bonuses to the roll. Okay, if the roll is successful, so if somebody does you a medical aid roll, you can get back up immediately and you regain health equal to the number of successes.
Well, I guess this would be Dr. Punch's bailiwick.
Well, yeah, I mean, so at the end of initiative, you bin the initiative and you draw again, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm going to recall all the initiative cards.
Great.
Recall. And then you can pull another one, or you can, you know, as far as you know now, there's nothing else in there with you. So what do you want to do? You did see something. Also, who was it used the motion tracker before?
That was
Was
me.
it Professor?
Yeah.
So do me a power roll on your
Power roll.
sheet.
Check. Incoming. No dice to add or subtract, I take it.
No dice. No dice.
Oh, I panic.
Oof, okay. No, it's not. No, it's not a panic.
Oh, thank
It
God.
means if you get a face hugger, you lose 1 power.
Oh.
So you just knock it down from, it could be on 5 and then it goes to 4, right?
Right, I'll
So
set
your
it down.
batteries, you've lost a bit of battery.
It's like an iPhone. It's just draining away in front of my eyes.
Bars, yeah. Bars go down. It's on 4 bars now instead of 5. So, I mean, you had seen on the motion tracker something before, another blip heading down the corridor from way up there, but obviously your motion tracker's not on now because you've had this slight panic. Do you want to like just start healing up Jorg?
I guess. I mean, I'd like
It's
to
a
put
yeah,
the
it's a
motion
slow
tracker
action.
back on.
Okay. So you put your motion tracker back on.
Okay. I guess since the
go
doctor
on.
is out of commission, I'm probably the next best healer we have, unfortunately.
That's okay. And you've got a medical kit between
Yeah.
all of you. You've found a bunch of them,
Yeah.
so you can do your medical aid roll.
Yeah,
And I
I do
think
have a surgical kit, which I think is specifically good. Yeah, medical ectoson to prevent death, and I have a personal med kit, which I think is a consumable,
Yeah,
which
it
gives
is a
me plus 2
consumable.
on
It should
medical
give
aid.
you
Yeah,
plus 2. Yeah.
Be like
I
patching.
think
Yeah. So
I will use that on this very not, or like I'll try to do my best in the short amount of time we have. I hope the professor keeps an eye
sure.
on the
I'm
blip.
patch him up. I'm just trying to boot
Outside.
this thing up. Oh God. Wish I hadn't installed that update.
Oh, yes,
Ruined it.
it's been a while since I did my license on this.
Yeah, the
was
bandages
very
go on
good.
the outside. That's all I know.
Don't try.
I'm pretty sure as well that you can assist each other. I always forget which game it's in. I'll look it up after, but I'm pretty sure you can get up to 3 people helping you that give you a dice.
Ooh.
So, you know, that gives you a max of 3 dice. It might be the wrong game, but for now we'll say it is this game. So Doctor will come and help you. He'll be telling you, hold this bit there and watch his Torch's kneecap facing the wrong way, and
Oh,
grab hold of that
oh.
piece of thing. And Emily also will come and give
Slide
you an
down.
assist. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Grab
Okay.
that. I can't remember the medical term for kneecap. But I think it's a
Patella.
Tyler?
patella. Grab that patella that's on the floor over there.
It's got a disim.
Watch the acid.
Oh,
Rinse it off
unbelievable.
in the sink.
Okay, so I get +2 from those two, and I get +2 from the medkit.
Yes. And if somebody
Okay.
else could help you as well, you can have a max +3 from people assisting. I think, like I say, I might have got that wrong, but for now.
Cassie, darling,
Excellent.
can you don't look, don't look. Just can you give me like that I don't know, bandage
Shine a
over
torch
there?
on it from over there, and then the
Yeah.
torch will
Okay,
give an
so
assist.
we'll come out
Okay.
of the filing cabinet, and with the grabber, we'll pick up the patella and post it.
Okay, now if I don't heal you back to full, I'm mad. Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, so you get 2
I'm so
points of
sorry.
health.
I think I've panicked 3 times
And you
this session
panic,
alone,
yeah.
and I think I've only rolled 4 times. I'm so sorry.
Okay. You can roll
Uh,
panic.
Do I
But again,
still
I don't think.
just fail on healing as well, by the way?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
think there is specific ones where. Oh, there you go. You're on 5. It's not bad. You're all right. So
Still
far.
keeping it
Yeah,
together.
there are.
Oh my
certain
god, your
ones where-
leg looks so bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
By the way,
Grab.
Good.
Jim, I found the help from others rule for you. You're
Okay.
quite right. Other PCs, if they declare it straight away before you roll your dice, each person can give you +1 up to an assistance of +3.
Me remembering a random rule in the right game.
Correct.
Nice. Pat yourself on back.
Okay, I'm gonna delete
Brilliant.
my medkit.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So then, Professor has got this critter in a box in his lab.
Indeed.
Nice.
It's on wheels, but I am, I'm struggling with the motion detector. Waiting
Yeah,
for it to
it's
boot up because it's downloading the updates the interface
update.
really inconveniently.
Yeah.
But right now, does
Slow.
it mean that does my role mean that York can move again?
Please.
York, what? Say that again?
Like the 2 successes I got on medical aid, does it mean York can move again?
Yeah, it means York is back up to 2 health.
You're as healthy as I am when I'm not injured.
Brilliant.
Oh shit.
So the Marine just like sucks it up, you know what I mean? Straps up this knee, everyone's like helped him, and then just gets up. He's like, right, crack on.
I'm dreadfully
Wheels the
sorry.
wheelchair around.
The splashback. I didn't know what else to do.
Oof. God, okay.
Character sheet. I haven't got any health. Or is it somewhere else?
I think it's equal to your strength.
Oh,
It
okay.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on
it should be 2. Oh, look at that! You and the professor could arm wrestle each other, and who knows who would win?
Not
Be
me.
Equal.
Not me.
Ah. So your health would be 2. There you go.
Professor lives on a diet of caffeine.
Yeah.
And sleeplessness. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
he's got a Marlboro light hanging out of his screw the fire
It's the smoke
detectors.
alarms are going off near him. Carries a pocket fire extinguisher for just this occasion. Okay, so Professor, are you on your motion tracker still?
I am, yeah. Come on.
Right. Okay. So you see now the blip that was heading towards you from way up the amidship corridor
Yeah.
bit has reached sort of where you are, and as you're watching it, you see that it gets. I'll put the sound on it for a minute if I find it again. Hang on.
It's approaching the doors to the left. It's approaching. It's passed through that door. Oh, it's on its way. Oh, it's getting closer. It's in the room. It's in the room. No.
20 yards. 30 yards.
Well then,
Keep
shut
moving,
up.
man.
York!
Quiet!
Can like the Falcon and enemy move? Emily, move away from the fucking door.
Right. Sorry. Just curious. I don't see the lights coming on in the corridor.
Great.
Can we move Dr. Falcon from there, or does he just
Falcon.
stay there?
Yeah, he moves too. And again, you know that you don't see the lights come on in the corridor, and Mitch, you can sort of see. Well, there's a big frosted glass thing all along here. You don't actually see anything past there.
What?
It's very short. It's really short.
It's under the fucking floor.
We better kill it, right?
If it's under the fucking floor, what do we fucking
Oh.
do?
Wait, and wait, does the glass thing go like all the way down to the floor, or would like because the facehugger is pretty short, so
Maybe it's in the next level down. not in
Yeah.
this level.
yeah. Or I just want to know if like through the window I can tell whether I don't see anything, or do I just not see anything that's bigger than, I don't know.
Well,
20
you
centimeters.
firstly you don't see anything, no shadows or anything, and like we say, you also don't see the motion lights coming on. So whatever's
Yeah.
going past, because your motion sensors don't have depth on them.
Great.
So you're right. It could be the floor below. It could be on the top of the ship. It gets to the outside sort of range of your motion trackers, and then like just falls off your radar.
Off my scope. So
Yeah.
it's either below, or there's aliens crawling along the exterior of the ship. I don't like either of those options.
Well, if it's outside, at least it's not inside.
But then that means it's got outside, so that's not good, is it?
How can they live outside? There's no air.
They're xenomorphs. They are the air is not so much of a problem of them. That I remember reading in Alien Journal Quarterly of xenomorphs surviving for a considerable period of time in vacuum. They're extremely resistant to things that would wipe us out in a blip. I mean, look at the state of Jorg. That's his blood's done that. Oh.
Ugh. What should we do now? We should look in that storage room. We need stuff. What do we need?
Storage
Make a list.
room, the armory. Let's get you that
Okay.
child-friendly flamethrower. I think we. Yes, let's equip ourselves as best we can.
Yes. York, can you move?
I think so.
If not,
All right.
He's got a bit of a limp.
If not, you can sit on top of Hicks and wheel you both.
Wheel you all around. Okay, Professor, give me a power roll again for your
Okay.
motion tracker, or is this the one for this? That's for the last one, isn't it? That we did already. We didn't do one for now, did we?
I haven't done one for now. I did one for last time.
Yeah. So do that
Okay.
now.
Well, two
Oh my
successes.
God. Okay.
But
Yeah, but that
a fail,
you
so it's
lose
down one.
power.
Honestly. Right, it's down to 3. I'll turn it
Okay.
off.
Yeah, switch off. You could probably leave it on charge in here. You
I
find a
will.
USB.
Yeah, I have
Put
to
it here,
yeah.
and leave it on charge.
charge
Come
it
back
up.
after a couple of hours, it'll be alright.
We need to find
Um,
charge packs for them. That's what we
Charging
need.
packs, that would be handy.
All the more
Okay.
reason to raid the storage unit and the armory.
I don't know. I
Okay.
can't much more. I'm only little.
You've done awfully well. I'll be checking the containment unit and the readouts and beep beep beep. Can I?
Yeah.
Is it alive in there or is it dead?
No, it's dead. It's completely dead.
Okay.
Do we have anything to ram in that vent so nothing surprises us again?
There's vents everywhere.
At least we can cut this one off.
I'll just go screw it back on if you want.
Yeah, you could do that.
Could I search around the workshop for a screwdriver and give it to Cassie?
Yeah, no problem. There's plenty of like
It's
some
alright.
that, so you've probably got a
Keep-
screwdriver.
With
You don't want a number 6 Phillips then?
Flathead's better. Flathead's a bit more useful.
alright, whatever. Give me the screwdriver then.
I've got a Swiss Army knife here somewhere. Start ruffling through the drawers.
Tipping out yo-yos,
Yo-yos.
and a kazoo,
Kazoo, yeah.
and random
Random
garbage.
shit. Mobile phone chargers and everything.
Cool. So what's your plan? Are you heading for the storage unit, or are you heading towards the armory? Emily says, I think it would be a good idea to heal up Jorg in one of those med pods, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Because I think even though you've got your health back, you're still injured to the point that you can't run.
Yeah.
You can hobble along. I mean, it says in the injury you can only crawl, but you know, I think you could be like leaning on Hicks' wheelchair and wheeling him and be able to like
Is there a
hobble.
broom in the corner? I can just turn upside down, break a little bit off.
Yeah, sure. Grab Professor's prize broom from his workshop and.
Yeah.
Where's the
bad.
armory again?
Here's an armory and here's an armory.
Okay. I mean, we can also raid that and the storage unit, and then
Yeah.
bring York back to the med pod. Because right now we're here, but
Yeah.
Let's arm ourselves, see what we can do, get to the med pods, and then all the way to the bridge. Probably our best bet.
yeah.
Okay. So you head out into the corridor. Lights all come on. You see them come on. You can use Officer Black's keycard to open the storage unit. No problem. You know, once you open the door and head inside, all the lights come on. You can see there are like crates stacked up. There's also like a little workbench in there. You can find there is, apart from all these crates of like dehydrated food, supplies, you see one of the crates of food's torn open and half the food is like missing, but only there's a lot still in here.
I'm going to take some food.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can
Pass
do
it.
that.
Her pockets with anything she likes the look of food-wise.
Yeah, cool, yeah. Yeah, okay. So you can, I think all of you have got your food
Full of food.
and
Yeah.
your sheets like full anyway. Emily will follow you. Oh, if I get on the right layer, Emily will follow you in. Tick, 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 tick. You know, she has a mooch around as well. You find there's a bench along this far wall here. You find on the bench there is a flashlight. There is a cutting torch which has 5 power supply. You can use a cutting torch like a blowtorch thing. You can use that as a weapon if you should need to do that. And you find there's some bits of parts of a flamethrower that was like in the middle of getting put together. If someone can do a heavy machinery roll with a -2 modifier, you can put all these together to make a proper like incinerator unit.
Well, perhaps with a few
But it's going to be
people.
too big for Cassie to carry
I-
around on her own.
I have a heavy machinery skill.
Nice.
Great. I'll help you.
I'll also gladly help you.
So that's +2.
Okay. We'll wobble Hicks in.
Oh.
Cool.
Just leave her in the
Half of
corridor.
thing's probably melted away by now. There's half a wheel on one side.
Cool. Okay, so Jorg, you can do your. Hang on a second, because people can assist you for extra dice. You're going to get a -2.
That is with -2.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, if you want to roll, who was helping? Because if you get extra successes, you can
Yeah,
get extra cool things happen.
I mean, 2 people were helping. I think it was the professor and me.
Yeah. Okay. So just roll another 2d6, and if you get any more 6s, they'll add on to your successes. Oh, nice.
Whoa!
Another
You got
6.
3 successes in total. Cool. Okay, so you fit this all together. I mean, it takes you like a while, but it doesn't take you too long. You can, one of your successes means that you can like do it in half the time. So the rest of you watch, and Jorg's like a pro. You know what I mean? Just like chunk, 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 fitting all these bits together. You turn around, you've got this huge bloody thing. It's an M240 incinerator unit, and it has 4 reloads. So whoever wants to use it, let's see if it's actually, here we go. M240 incinerator unit. Oh, it does fire intensity 9. That's a shit ton of damage if you set shit on fire.
It doesn't count as like just normal ranged combat.
Its range is medium, so it would count as like, yeah, ranged combat. A ranged weapon roll.
All right.
No, I can tell you that the most xenomorphs really do detest fire. And also, the upside is that you're not damaging the hull.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Professor, you also know that, like, while these xenomorphs, from your research, are really tough, that their armor doesn't protect them against fire, and if you incinerate them, you don't get any splash damage. Like, they don't, yeah, you don't shoot the hull and blow it up, but also you don't damage the hull with their blood because it gets incinerated before it can like burn through anything.
And we'll eliminate that tiresome problem of the splash damage at the same time. So all in all, I think this is a really good a strategy.
Yeah.
Well,
So who's
then,
taking the
does
flamethrower?
Someone want it, but me?
It's 2 for me, isn't it?
I mean, it's 1 encumbrance. I do think maybe that is gonna, unless you started dropping stuff.
Maybe,
Let's see how
Cassie,
it's
we
gonna
can
be.
make a deal. If I find a better weapon, you can have my pistol.
Okay, I've never
Wow.
fired, but it's
Yeah, I'm not a good parent, so I mean I'm not your parent anyway, but like I can show you how to use it.
okay. Thank
Yep.
you.
Technically, Cassie is in loco parentis, so it's fine.
Yes. You're all our guardians now.
Yeah.
Needs
She couldn't
must.
be in any better hands. Anything else in the storage unit?
Yeah, is there a can of deodorant and a lighter we can give to Cassie as a flamethrower?
That's
Sure. Yeah, sure. You find like you find like 2 cans of how are we gonna say hairspray? You find 2 random cans of hairspray and a lighter. So that will count as like 2 reloads for your lighter flamethrower. And it'll do like, so the incinerator unit does fire intensity 9. So let's say that the lighter and hairspray combination does fire intensity 2. It's only going to be a little flame compared to a bloody great
At least it'll
flamethrower.
deter them, so we'll give that to
Yeah.
Cassie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cassie's got 2 hairspray cans in her like belt, like little holsters. lighter in your top pocket already.
Please be very careful with those.
Also, bear in mind, oxygen is terribly flammable, and there's only so much on board. But I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, that's fair as well. Okay.
So I've got a mini,
Hairspray and a lighter.
like a
You've
mini.
got weapon, hairspray and lighter. Just call it that. You can call it a mini flamethrower if that makes you feel like, you know, good about having the hairspray and lighter combo.
Oh. Doesn't like.
What else is in here? You also find hanging on the wall, there are 2 maintenance jacks. Now, maintenance jack, I'm just seeing what that actually does. Maintenance jack. Used to open unpowered airlocks and divert power to or from electrical junction boxes.
Oh my god, we need
Gives
that.
a +1 mod to heavy machinery in relevant situations. They weigh 1, so if anyone's got the encumbrance space and wants to take a maintenance jack, there's 2 maintenance jacks in here.
I'll probably take one.
Yeah, take that. And there is the cutting torch as well. The cutting torch is, when used as a tool, the cutting torch gives a +2 to heavy machinery in relevant situations. It uses a lot of electricity. You need to make a power supply roll after every use. The battery has a power supply level of 5 when fully charged. And you can use the cutting torch as a weapon. It also weighs 1.
Wait, I just realized I'm not taking maintenance jack. I don't have heavy machinery. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense at all. I thought I did.
I mean,
Okay, so a cutting torch does 3 damage. It weighs 1 and it has armor piercing.
nice.
So, again, if somebody wants to take the cutting torch, you can take it as a weapon.
I mean, I think all of these scale well with heavy machinery, so maybe I would assume that both of our Marines have like decent.
Let's have a look. Does Hicks have heavy machinery?
It's a bit of a moot point. He's non-conscious, but maybe we could pop
Yeah,
it
no, he
onto
doesn't.
pop it on the wheelchair.
You can
I know-
pile it on the wheelchair.
Balance it on him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There he is, buried under a pile of weapons and stuff. Torches, maintenance jacks. Yeah, Hicks doesn't have, even when he's conscious, he doesn't have a decent heavy machinery skill.
It's
gonna be
Yorks. Yorks, Ballywicks.
Yeah, it's going to be yours.
What was that as the torch?
And torch, yeah.
Would that in combat, would that also be rolled with heavy machinery?
If it's combat, you'd roll it as combat. You'd only use it as heavy machinery, like if you were trying to cut through a door or something.
Okay. But it would probably be melee, right? Like sorry, close combat. I mean,
I think so. Let me read it again. What does it say?
Yeah.
Cutting torch. Yeah, engaged, ranged. Engaged, range. So yeah, it'd be melee combat. Close combat, I mean.
yeah.
I can't help but feel like I want a vac suit. I don't know why. I feel like I want to wandering around in a spacesuit, but I'd feel better somehow.
There we go. I'm all loaded up. My encumbrance is 8. But even with my fucking busted ass leg,
Okay, brilliant.
I've
Haven't even
got
been in the
so
army
much
yet.
shit.
Okay. Oof, okay, so you have a good mooch around in here. You've put together a flamethrower. You've got a little mini flamethrower for Cassie. And then you head next door to the armory.
Yeah. Would you
2
mind?
armories.
Do you mind if I'd like to keep an eye on Emily? Is it? You know, as everyone's getting all their bits and pieces, I'm just looking out for I don't know, coughing, flush of face, any
Sure.
abnormal chest movement, you know, sort of the old.
Yeah,
sort
I
of
mean,
stuff.
you're right next to her. You haven't seen her cough at all. You know, she doesn't look stressed. She looks, like completely fit and healthy.
I
She doesn't look like she's got no injuries. She helps you. She helps you all looking for stuff. She finds stuff and she hands it to you. She doesn't look at all like she is injured or contaminated.
Now, I'd like the professor to join up some dots here. Would Comtech be an appropriate, or wits be an appropriate sort of knowledge test? Yeah, wits is expanding the boundaries of my knowledge. I have my suspicions about her. I'd like to test my hypothesis.
Okay. So how do you want to do that?
I'd like to use my wits and ask,
Okay.
ask her. There's a turtle on the ground. You're not flipping it over. Why is that?
Funny. Okay. Okay. So you can do a. Is it like it's manipulation? I guess if you want to.
Sure. I was kind of hoping
Sort
to
of.
use my knowledge base because wits is my bailiwick, but I'll do manipulation.
Sure. You could do You can do it as your. You can do it as your wits. That's cool. As your. Well,
If
so
it fits
what?
as the role. So
I mean, it does, but wit
I'm
is an
observing.
attribute. So
Yeah.
use your observation.
I'm observing her closely,
And
really, to see her reactions and everything that I can garner about her. Yeah, so observation.
yeah, you do an observation roll.
Now I have an ability inquisitive, which means I can push any skill roll based on wits twice, not just
Instead of
once.
once. Okay.
But I still have to take
So
a point
you
of
can,
stress, but
you do, yeah.
I think it's
You
worth
can
it.
push it, yeah.
I get one
Okay,
success.
one success. Okay. And do you want to push it again the second time or no?
Well, I mean, how stressed am I? I'll there's always the possibility of a bit of a Rubik's cube to de-stress later.
Okay, yeah.
I'll push it again.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh my god, okay.
I still get one. I got one.
Yeah, one success. Okay. So she looks at you quite quizzically as you question her, and she says, "Well, I would flip it over, of course, if there was a turtle on the ground."
Well, that's very impressive. What model are
And
you?
then, if it was in the, she blanks you. If it was in the road, I'd move it to the side.
Emily.
Model? She says, are you talking about my dress size?
I mean, I got one success as an outcome. What does Professor Carden think? Because I know what I think, but
Yeah, I know what you think. Professor Carden can't tell.
inconclusive data.
Like you say. Yeah. But he has his suspicions, and that's cool. And he can just keep an eye on her. He does get the idea that she knows what he's thinking.
Yes, okay. I'll be going like this.
She just has like a little twinkle in her eye. And then she says, should we go to the armory and tool up?
Oh yes, by all means. Come on. God.
She heads out.
Put the motion tracker on again. God.
Okay, put the motion tracker on again.
Yeah.
You can see that. Let's see. There are no blips within range of your tracker, only all you guys. There's no one else. Whatever that was that passed by has carried on passing by. It hasn't like double back or anything.
I think we're clear at the moment. I think we're clear.
So Cassie will find something to hide in. While you're...
Okay.
She's got her weapon.
Yeah. Are you hiding in the storage unit while everyone else goes along to the armory? Or
Yeah,
are you
I'll-
following everyone else and just
Now, fine.
staying there?
I'll just get in a box and shut the lid and eat some more Mars bars.
All right, do me a food supply roll on your character sheet. I'm going to say like 15 candy bars is enough for you to possibly have eaten your way through one
How do I do?
one lot. So on the bottom left of your sheet, you see your consumables and it says food 4. If you just
Oh, yeah.
click on the word food, it should roll. And then if you get a face hugger,
Oh.
you've used 1 up. So you've eaten that many Mars bars that your food now goes down to 3. So you can just knock that 4 down to 3 on your sheet.
Yeah, I have been
There you
eating.
go. You have, yeah, you've done well to like get that many, Right. So the doctor wheels Hicks along to follow you guys with the armory. Which one are you going for, top or bottom? Doesn't really matter, you both.
Yeah, let's do
both of them.
bottom first.
So you use the captain's key card to scan, and it unlocks the door, and you look in. You find, although there's a couple of weapons missing, there's still a few things in here. There is a harpoon grappling hook. That's 3 reloads. There is a pulse rifle, and there is a plasma pulse rifle.
It's Christmas time.
You know, and there are, yeah, there are other things. There's a couple of like electroshock grenades.
Oh, take those. I'm gonna start passing out the electric shock grenades.
Wait,
Right,
an harpoon,
electroshock
an
grenade.
harpoon grappling hook, a plasma rifle, a pulse rifle, and a few electroshock grenades.
Yeah,
It's an embarrassment of riches on a colony ship, you know, I'm just saying.
yeah. There's also a couple of, where are they? Is it that? Stun buttons. There's a couple of those.
Yeah, grab those, pull those out.
I can think of
So,
some
yeah,
uses for
just-
that.
Dish out. Who wants what out of these things? When you open the other one, this one has been completely ransacked, except for there is 1 shotgun reload, and that's all. The rest of the stuff is all gone.
Could I take the reload, please?
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
Which one of the we found 3 guns? Can you like tell us the names of the pulse rifles, because there's like a lot of them?
Yeah, there's a M41A pulse rifle with 3 reloads, and there is 1 plasma pulse rifle with power supply 5, and there is the harpoon grappling hook with 3 reloads.
Chuck
They're
it on the
all
wheel,
armor
John.
piercing, so they are definitely gonna hurt our ship.
I
Oh,
mean, at least with the harpoon, it'll stick in the hole.
So actually, maybe
Plug up
the
any hole
grappling
we make.
actually no, the grappling gun is fine. The grappling gun is even armor doubled. So that one's fine. That one also doesn't deal damage really, so or not a lot at least. But we should definitely still take the guns. It's just
Yes.
It's like
I'm just gonna
I don't
lay
know.
these on Hicks's lap for a minute.
I'll gladly take one of the guns, and then I can give my pistol to Cassie, even though, yeah, well,
Nice. So, yeah.
I
When you
don't know.
see Cassie again, you can give her the pistol. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Does anyone else want one? Because we have a pulse rifle and a plasma pulse rifle and a grappling gun.
I can't carry anything more, and I feel more than happy with a shotgun. I'm a bit nervous about this shotgun, to be honest.
Okay.
But I can't carry a damn thing.
Though I feel like he's gonna want his shotty back
Couldn't we just?
Yeah,
when he
definitely.
wakes up from his coma.
Okay, I can just take them for now. Just put them in my inventory. I can carry enough. And
Yeah. Take them to the bridge or whatever with us. That's me speaking.
Yeah.
Not in a box.
Yeah. You can just hook stuff on the wheelchair as well. Might save you having to put it in your inventory if the stuff that
yeah, it's
Hicks is like just a walking
pretty sure I'm gonna forget
armor.
about
Like
this.
as soon as you see something, everyone grabs weapons off of Hicks' wheelchair. It's just like a
Could
you
we
know, a weapons
in the storage unit?
store.
You've gone a bit green there,
Say that
Mitch.
again, Pet.
Is there in the storage unit a trolley? We could put it all on a trolley and push it.
Yeah, you could do that. There'd be a little, you know, I mean, it's for a colony place, you know. There'd be one of them like sort of dolly things. You could get some kind of container and just take everything and put it in there, wheel it around with you. They must have used stuff to put all them crates in there.
Okay, I put the harpoon gun and the pulse rifle, the normal one, not the plasma one, in my inventory, and now I'm mostly full. So
Well, Cassie can hear fussing about what to take, so she has a look around and then comes out behind you pushing a trolley.
With a trolley.
So hang on, we're
like a shopping trolley.
we've got Hicks in a wheelchair, and then you're like an early life, young age bag lady with a trolley of guns and stuff in it.
I'll the food in it first, obviously.
Perfect, yeah, obviously.
Oh god.
Wow, survival.
Anything from the trolley days?
Would like a cup of tea there, Father?
Yeah, have a cup of tea, sir.
You go on. Okay, so we're as armored as we can get. I mean, what do we think about vac suits?
Chuck them in as well.
Chuck them in the trolley, yeah. I mean, it'd be useful to know if any of the
pass
gone.
them.
Yeah. Can we check the vac suits?
So you can open those suit storage. You find in one of these stores there is only one. Well, there's one compression suit, and in the other one, this one, there's two compression suits.
Perfect number.
Yeah.
Are they quite bulky things?
Let's look. It's an IRC Mark 50 compression suit. They have an armor rating of 2. Yeah, they have an air supply of 5, and you get, if you use them, you get -1 agility.
Not something I worry about a lot, but yeah.
They're basically like spacesuits, aren't they?
Yeah, big
A little bit
chunky,
extra armor.
big chunky spacesuits. Yeah.
Have you got any
Cass,
child-size ones?
power packs for the motion detectors.
Oh, you could have a look for power supplies. Yeah, that'd be smart.
Chuck them in as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Yeah, let's say you find. I don't even know if there is such a thing, but let's say you find 2. Such a thing? No. There might be a thing. I'll have a proper look later. But let's say for now you find 2 sort of replacement batteries, and they'll fit in either your motion detector or what else needs batteries. They're all universal batteries in all this stuff. So you find 2 batteries that are full, and they'll fill up your motion detectors or something else that needs power that we don't think of now, but we might think of later.
So does anyone anything be thrown in the trolley?
Well, actually, I was going to ask York, how do you get? Could you show me? Could you? How do you put on this compression suit? I say, leg in and putting it on.
Right. Shouldn't do that here. We should get paid.
Sure,
In
I'll
a
just
hurry?
put it on
Don't.
now.
How many spacesuits were there?
There's
Two
3.
left. Two left.
Yeah, there's 2 left.
He's just gonna walk around in a spacesuit.
Yes, I am. Armor 2. Yes, I am. Personal armor, personal water supply.
Yeah.
I'll take the agility penalty.
Just
You're gonna get
waddling
eaten.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a spacesuit.
Cool, okay, so you grab the... I mean, the other 2 suits, you're welcome to fling in the trolley as well if you want to just, like,
Yeah.
move on. So you fling those 2 in. You've pretty much looted everything from these bunch of rooms. So Professor locks up his workshop again and makes sure that it's all safe. And then where are you off to? Are you off back down towards the med lab? Or are you heading...
I think we were going to
dunno.
go lab for me to like fix people up, were we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could heal up. In fact, Jorg, roll me 2d6, please. Five. So
It'll be a
it's
5.
going to technically take 5 days for that to heal up, but it might be that the med pods will be able to do that quicker.
I come out of the storage unit in my compression suit.
Waddling along.
Helmet up. It's not that bad actually. I only weigh 1, so that can't be that bulky, can it?
Okay.
You look very smart, Professor.
Thank you. Right, now plan of action then really could do with you firing on all cylinders, Jorg. I suppose that means we need to check out the med pod. It looked didn't I hear someone saying it was a what state was it in, Mitch? When did you look at it? All functioning? Was she frozen?
Unless she's sitting very, very still, she's frozen.
I think she's
Thinking
frozen.
about it. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
well,
there you are. Mitch, what condition
you're
was
back.
the med pod in? You blanked out there for a minute.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. My everything froze.
Yeah.
Just what I said sometimes. The med pods looked fine, but a little dirty. There was a lot of blood in there, which might not be sanitary.
Nevertheless, though, we could do York with York all in tip-top shape if we're gonna go alien.
The other one. And the other big guy. We need to
Yeah.
fix it.
True. Yeah, we pretty much have no choice. Maybe we can. Did we find, I don't know, hand sanitizer or something to like?
Yeah, I mean it's a med lab. Yeah,
Well,
it would be med
Okay. Yeah, then.
alcohol wipes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it sounds like out of necessity then we're heading back to the med pods.
Okay. Cool.
Dum, dum,
So
dum.
you
God,
hobble along.
I'm going in
I'll be
front.
Ooh. Professor's going in front. He's about to get
I've
eaten.
got a spacesuit and a shotgun. What can go wrong? I'm a highly trained academic.
Put your motion detector on.
Oh, shit.
up.
It is
I could
on.
also do. Okay.
I've got you more batteries, she says, pushing the trolley along behind him.
Fantastic, Cassie. We'll get through this. I'm keeping my
Okay,
eyes
awesome.
peeled on the motion detector.
Okay. And you're motion detected away. You pick up again. Hang on, move him. You pick up again a blip. I mean, let's have a look. It's 4 zones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, just sort of on the edge of your here by the mess hall. This blip. Moving around. You keep an eye on it. It moves as you're moving. It moves past this way.
It goes straight through the wall. Does it seem to go straight through the wall?
It does. It seems to. Well, you know, you got to remember that you, like we said earlier, you have your motion tracker has no depth on it, so you can't tell. But yeah, you catch it like around the living quarters, and then around the air vents, and then around here. But again, and as it gets close, because it is really close to you, you hear just a clonk clonk across, like it sounds like the outside on the roof, on the top of the ship, and it goes on past, and then it goes off back down the long corridor, and you end up like losing it again as it goes out of your range.
So like stood there like, well, this is good.
And you wait, but again you don't see any lights come on as it comes near to you or as it crosses like where you can see the corridors, so that's why you think it's not in those corridors. Professor, give us a power roll again.
Oh, good. This is going so well as well.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you brought it back from your. Ran and got it back. It had hardly charged up. It's charged up like 1%. Okay, it doesn't. You don't lose any power.
Oh, that makes a change.
Yeah. There you go. And
I really do think they're outside. Oh, blimey! Everyone's just rushed past me. Oh, excuse me.
yeah, Doctor is wheeling Hicks along, and so's Emily.
Oh well, let's go and have a look in the med pods then, I suppose.
Okay.
Sir, Professor.
Yeah. Yes,
Professor.
Cassie. Yes.
Need a wee.
Oh. Hang on. We're in the med lab. Where's the nearest convenience?
There's a random handy toilet just out of view every time you need a wee. You can just pop out of view and then come back.
Oh, look, there's the door there, the WC. I'll point to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me just check it first.
There's just toilets everywhere.
I'll knock on it.
Check the toilet. Toilet's fine.
Clear!
People don't need the toilet in the future, you know. You don't eat like big meals. You only eat like powdered astronaut food and stuff.
12-year-olds would definitely need the toilet in the future, just to be a little.
With all the Mars bars you've eaten on the chocolate.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So you go to where the med pods are. You have another look around. Emily will come in as well. When you have a proper look, they are just. It's like there's blood inside on the inside cover of the thing. But there's no bodies in there. The med pods look pretty much, apart from that being bloody, they're pretty much okay. But there is, Dr. Falcon, I suppose, is a doctor. Anyone else who's got he's the closest thing you've got to a doctor because he's called Doctor. But, he is an aromatherapist. Who else? Probably Mitch as well. You can look at it, and when you look at the med pods, although they're undamaged, you can see that they're not quite working 100% properly. There's nothing wrong with the actual med pods, but you realise that the X-ray scanners are damaged, so they can't scan inside people.
Really? How convenient. So you couldn't put someone in there and scan to see if they have an alien in.
Scan to see if they had any kind of aliens inside them. Yeah.
It's
You know,
very unfortunate, huh?
it is.
It
Yeah.
just smacks to me that there is more to this situation than immediately meets the eye, and the more I think about it, this Giles agent coming along, Wayland and Tani wanting to, we just happen to get diverted. There just happens to be a Wayland and Tani ship close by that knows where we are now. It stinks, I tell you, it stinks. And I don't mean
Emily says, "You're right.
aromatherapy oils.
We should disable the distress signal. You're leading the Wayland Yutani ship straight to us."
Well,
Do we really think, are they just going to not come over once that signal is cancelled? As in, they already received it.
well, you're the officer with all the flight experience. You tell me. I would imagine, space is, as they say, it says in the guide, big, really, really big, really awesomely, mind-bogglingly big. I imagine,
Those are the words.
yeah, that without they're gonna find it. I don't know, find it hard to eyeball us. I don't know what their sensors are like. We do. I have to. It's a hard call.
True.
Survival is key at the moment. I suppose they're going to try and board us and they want to get their alien stuff. Maybe that would be helpful. They'll be busy fighting off these xenomorphs, and we could take advantage of that if we're careful.
Have has Mitch ever heard of what Emily claims that that ship would right now be sending out a distress signal?
Yeah, I mean, you're an officer, right? So,
Yeah.
and you've obviously like the whole thing of being on other ships and other planets, and this is quite is quite a completely normal thing. Like, if something was wrong on the ship, it's a
Okay.
normal thing to send a distress call. Like the captain could have sent a distress call.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh,
I'm just super suspicious that she's like, oh, we need to get to the bridge. Please, let's go to the
yeah,
bridge.
yeah.
To the bridge, people.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bridge. It's a bit.
What's more odd is that, like she told you, the distress signal came back on when you reactivate the ship. It's like an automatic thing. Now, if everyone was awake beforehand while you guys were still asleep and they went off onto this planet and Giles brought these eggs on, whatever, they have purposely switched it off, the distress signal, so that nobody came. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of more, maybe in the captain's note there might be more information, or like I said, if you went to the bridge where you could access the mainframe terminals,
But
you could look at security footage, camera footage around the ship, or you could look at the logs and see, like, when the captain switched everything off or shut everything down, or any messages that he sent, or if the company agent Giles had been sending messages, you could find those. You know what I mean? You might have to like hack into some stuff, but it's a comtech role. You've already got captain's ID and Officer Black's ID.
like the bloody note he handed us, or like not handed us, but we found it on his dead body, is completely illegible, right? Like we can.
I mean, it's soaked. You could probably, if you spent a little bit of time, use some maybe chemicals or
Bit of
something to.
bit of hydrogen peroxide would
Yeah.
help with that.
There you go.
Well, you better get to it while Hicks and York.
I'll do it. I
Good
should be
job.
able to find something here, and I'll start looking through the cabinets and see if I can find some hydrogen peroxide or something similar to work
Something,
on
yeah,
the stain.
definitely. So you can do that. Do you Jorg, do you go into one of the med pods? Get clean, hose down first or whatever, and
Yeah, I'll hop on in one.
so you can sit in there, get a book out, whatever. Plop Hicks in the other one. Want to do that?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah. Cool. So you plop Hicks in the other one.
I'll leave the flamethrower with someone so that at least there's some form
It's
of
not in
defense.
the.
Yeah, I take it and like stay and watch.
Okay, awesome. And then while they're go on, Pip.
And water and stuff.
Did you say refill your food and water and stuff?
Yeah, in the
Breaking
mess.
up a bit. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you could nip over to the mess hall where all the vending machines and everything are. It's only across the way. It's not too far. You could nip over there.
I'm not going on my own though. You come with me, Professor.
Otherwise,
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just trying to find. I'm rifling through the chemical supplies. I'll be with you. I'm just finding this
Okay.
hydrogen peroxide, and we'll go together. We shouldn't split up.
You know what, Cassie, come over here and I like show you my M4A3 service pistol and like I show you how to how
Okay.
to use it and
Pistol.
yeah.
bless her.
Yeah, I'm a very, very bad excuse for a parent. But
This massive gun, like little Cassie's holding this massive gun.
It's
I
very
thought a pistol wasn't that big, but
No, yeah, but to Cassie, she's
yeah,
she's
okay.
12. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't.
And
Do
I
that
just
again, Pip.
I haven't got any more pockets. She's got like a or something with it. Does it come with a holster?
Some kind of like, yeah. Do you have a holster? Yeah, let's say yeah. You can give her
assume.
your holster with it as well.
Okay, I like put it around your waist, I guess, and like
Tiny waist.
tighten it like 3
You have
times.
to make another belt loop because it's too wide. You have to make another belt loop so it's tight enough. Otherwise, it
I
just
don't know.
falls down.
Poke in there with I don't know
Something.
something.
Your Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, you have a knife, right? So you
Okay.
take the knife and like make
Like-
another.
Hey, look, done it. It's fine.
Brilliant.
I
That's
don't know
great.
Awesome.
what's now. Oh, so what is this? Cool.
It's wait, I can send it to you. The name at least, and then you can search for it.
The two numbers next to your weapon, what are they for?
So the second one I think is damage,
Right.
and
Yeah. Let me find the actual.
the first one is
Oh, in
the
fact,
the bonus.
It's the
Yeah,
repeated
so
bonus, yeah.
The what?
Oh,
so if it says, oh, okay, it's all blurred.
yeah, I'm an idiot.
shit
I
on there.
didn't apply my bonus earlier. Oh well.
Yeah. So if it says bonus, it means if it's bonus +1, it means you get +1 dice when you use it use it.
I didn't use that either, so there we go. Lessons learned.
So I'm learning. Okay. I can't see the bloody. Have a look in the book because I find in the compendium some of the weapons are real blurry for me. I can't read it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not just because of my lack of glasses.
No, I think it is. I think that's just how it is.
Formatting
Casey,
is a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Casey, I give
Yeah.
you the pistol and 2 reloads.
Okay.
Nice.
Of the weapons we found, did any of those have reloads?
I did. Hang on one second. So the service pistol has +2 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you get 2 extra dice when you use it, but it only does 1 damage, base damage.
Right.
Okay. All right. So yeah, what did you ask me? What if they had reloads?
Mhm.
Yeah, let me find them again. The harpoon grappling hook has 3 reloads. The M41A pulse rifle has 3 reloads. And the plasma pulse rifle has power supply 5.
Yeah, the plasma one I didn't take. 'cause-
Yeah, cool. So yeah, the other rifle had 3 reloads.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So, I mean, it is here. It is sort of 20 past 11.
Mm.
I think maybe while Hicks has his little coma rest
Mm.
and Jorg heals up, and the professor deciphers some of the captain's suicide note, might be a good time to bail, call it, and then we can do
Yeah.
our little bit of admin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Thank you ever
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brilliant fun.
so. Loved it.
Oof, everyone's still alive.
Just
Yeah.